this thing not behaving well? I don't know, kids. Oh, well. Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. My setup is behaving badly. Do I even sound like anything?
I hear you, unfortunately.
Here we are at the open chat. Yes, I am the one, the only, the brilliant, the beautiful Diana Clarion, the Lavender Lady, and we have with us the brilliant, the beautiful, the one, and the only Kate Farr, Bionic Dance.
Hi?
Hi, Karate. I think that stuff,
Okay.
it used to be out there.
Well, I said hi. You seemed to be like you didn't hear me. You were looking around, and it's like, uh-oh, am I not audible?
Are you not audible? I hope
Well, I
you're
don't
audible.
know. I thought you weren't reacting to what I was saying, and that made me worried. But
There we
you seem to
go.
now be reacting to what I'm saying, so I guess there's nothing to be worried about. So don't
There
go
we
fiddling
go.
with any switches, you.
Well, I turned my own self on. And that sounds pretty damn bad, doesn't
I guess that depends on what you enter.
it?
Ah,
I had the wrong camera turned on for some strange reason. Oh, God, and I'm going to have to go through all this crap all over again tomorrow. Damn it. Yes, I
well,
am performing surgery on this machine tomorrow. I did tell you that, didn't I?
you did mention it, yeah. I'm
And
not sure I got a serious answer though about what that meant. You started cracking jokes, and I'm not sure I know what the hell you meant.
I'm putting a new disk drive in it.
Whoa.
Yes, and rearranging all the others.
And what sort of drive would this be?
This would be another 1 terabyte hard drive.
Oh, okay. See, for some reason I was picturing like, you know, a drive, as in like a Blu-ray drive or a disc drive, something that you would put a thing into that your computer could read.
Well,
Like if
no,
you'd said, disk drive, or no, not disk drive. If you said hard drive or solid state drive or something like that, well, I know what you meant, but just drive was too open. I'm just saying.
oh my.
By the way, if it's not obvious, I'm kind of stoned.
Okay, okay, I can understand. Yeah. You need to
Yeah.
be
Although
stoned.
along those lines, though, I earned it. I got a lot done on Quinn Redshift today.
Oh boy, is it all done yet?
No, but I'm on what was it like shot 229?
Of 3412.
Sure. No, I'm getting into Act 3 pretty hard now. It's I mean like stuff hasn't quite gotten actiony yet, but it's building. The tension's there. So, yeah.
Oh my. Okay, so yeah, there's all that. I don't know, is it sexual tension or something? I don't know.
Well, no, I'm just saying, it's like the people are all, oh, the bad guys are here. What do I do? Should I, attack them? No, no, no. Let them fire the first shot because we're not the bad guys here. Yada, yada, yada. That kind of thing.
Oh, so when they go low, you go high.
No, when they go low, we kick their asses.
Okay, okay, just checking. Didn't know
Yeah.
if you were going to be doing the Michelle Obama thing or not.
No, no.
That would not
It,
be
it's
good.
more, it's more like one strike and you're out, really.
Okay, okay, I've seen that one before.
Well, I'm going to adopt that policy in real life when it comes to people trying to kill me.
Mm
If you attempt to end my life, one strike and you're out. I'm just saying.
hmm.
I'm not even saying I'll be good at carrying that out, at enforcing that. I'm just saying that, well, if I have to choose,
Oh, my Dave Bowman
Columbia,
says.
put a sock in it. It's nowhere near dinner time.
Dave Bowman says Quinn Redshift is going to be worth the wait.
I hope so. I really hope I haven't been overselling it.
I don't
But
know. I haven't seen you doing anything like the insulin or anything like that of raising the price by 9 million%.
no, really, I hope I haven't been giving people the wrong impression of what I, a lone animator, can produce on outdated equipment and software. I mean, I don't want anyone to think, well, I mean, I'm doing the best I can do, and I'm pretty proud of it, but uh, I, I, I hope people's expectations aren't higher than warranted. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, well, I don't think any higher than warranted. No, just 8 or 9 times Lucasfilm. That's all.
Well, and the high I am right now is completely warranted. Ah,
Moo. Oh
yeah,
boy.
I'm trying this stuff called Northern Lights, and after like a 2 week cleanse, this stuff I was seeing like neon phoenixes and mandalas and shit. It was kind of wild.
You sure that stuff is nothing but grass?
Pretty sure. If it's more, I'm not sure I care because that was fun. But actually, some of my best like weed experiences with enough at once have turned into those wild sort of almost like Tron. And if Tron took place in 1973, it would look like that. Is sort of like what I was. It was like Tron meets Paisley.
Okay, I'm thinking of a drug humor skit that was all about Paisley.
Okay.
Does anybody
Uh,
have anything for an acid stomach? No?
oh, no. Honestly, I have to say, if I was like really high or stoned, the last thing I'd want to see is people walking around with these gigantic amoebas on their thighs. Like, ew. Because
Um,
that's what Paisley looks like to me, is some sort of trippy single cell organism.
if I stretch it, maybe I can see it.
Well, it had. Can you deny that it has a vaguely biological look?
To me, it kind of looked like punctuation.
Well, okay, but that's the larger shape. Look at the squiggly bits that are smaller.
I haven't seen Paisley in a while. I have to look at these things.
Ugh, please, you
Uh,
can quote me on that.
am I spelling it right? Okay.
Paisley. Ah, creepy.
What are you looking at?
Well, I'll share it.
Oh, okay.
Da, da, da. Tell me that doesn't look like some sort of creepy amoeba. Or like a virus or something. It even has a nucleus, for fuck's sake. Right? And a flagellum and all of that shit. It's like zombie sperm.
I don't know. No need to get personal
Tell me
there.
that doesn't look like single cell shit. Tell me it doesn't. And I really wish I wasn't high right now.
You went and did it.
Yeah, but do you see what I'm getting at?
Yeah, if I try hard enough, yeah.
Ah, you have no imagination.
That's true. That's true.
Ugh.
What form of life is Paisley exactly? Although it was originally called Buta or Bote, meaning flower, in Paisley people have seen resemblances to a lotus, a mango, a leech, a yin and yang, a dragon, and a cypress pine. Ancient Babylonians likened it to an uncurling date palm shoot. Cake.
So, Does anyone else find it just a little too convenient that Babylon sounds like Babble on?
Well, yeah, that's basically what it is, right? And they just babble on in their little Babylonian babble.
And like I've never heard anyone really like who knows what the fuck they're talking about, historian type, give me a definitive answer on whether it's the Tower of Babel or the Tower of Babel.
I haven't looked. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we do get our word babble from that, right?
I don't know. I never looked that one up either.
You know what I'm doing.
No. No, tell the class what you're doing, Diana.
We have babble entomology. Sear blower.
Uh, I think you spelled that one wrong.
uh, Babylon in Middle Low German. Okay. Based on the
What?
repeated ba 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 made by a young baby or child practicing
Ba
speech
ba
sounds.
ba 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 Brian. Ba 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 ba. Sorry,
Yes, yes,
I'll just be over here.
you usually are. Yes, folks, this is what we're doing today, and it's weird.
Sure. Columbia put a sock in it. You freeloading feline. What's wrong with you?
Oh, felines have brought freeloading to the level of an art.
They have. Morale?
Speaking of freeloading feline, there she is. Yes,
You
you.
know, I forget. We've already fallen back, right?
What, one step forward, two steps back?
No, spring forward, fall back.
No, not yet.
Oh, that might explain it. Her circadian rhythms might be telling her it's din din time, even though it's totally not.
Uh, let's
I'm
see.
gonna say
Here we go. When does daylight savings time end?
how do you not know spring forward, fall back?
I do know that, but I was just being weird. No, it ends Sunday, 7 November.
Weird, creepy, 601.
Yes. And it began Sunday, 14 March.
Sorry, what? Wait, say that again?
Daylight savings time began 14 March, which was a Sunday, and
Yeah.
it ends 7 November, which is another Sunday.
Oh. I've
And
never liked November. It seems so negative. It should be yes, Vember.
yeah, okay, okay. And it's gluttony month, and I don't know.
I mean, I guess I'd like to say that like Thanksgiving starts the gluttony month of December. It's like the test lap. You know, because then you get
Oh,
like the Christmas and the New Year's, and if you got Jewish relatives, you got all the Hanukkah stuff, which is like so much food. And whatever else people sell. I don't know. Do people make meals for Kwanzaa?
I never asked. I never did check.
Like, and I know there's other holidays around about there. Of course, the most important holiday of all takes place in December. So, I mean, like there's cake to be eaten and all of that. Uh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that December really is the month of gluttony more than November ever could be. Although there is always Halloween, which could be called the starter test lap thing. I don't know.
I never did the food stuff for Halloween. Did you do the food stuff for Halloween?
What, trick or treating? Yeah.
Well, that's not so much food as it is useless
But it's
carbohydrates.
but gluttony. Remember gluttony doesn't have to be food. If you're stuffing it in your face hole and swallowing, it's probably, you know. Okay, that sounded gross, but you know what I meant.
I got a rock.
Yeah, no, but seriously, like people gain weight at Halloween. You know they do.
I don't know. I never checked on myself. I don't know if I ever did.
Well, but if you didn't go trick or treating, you don't count.
Well, there was a little bit of trick or treating, but that ended kind of early. I was rather young.
Okay.
I was rather young when that stopped.
Well, I have memories of trick or treating as a kid in my old neighborhood. It was pretty good.
And then there was going back out later on when I was older, going out trick or treating with a shot glass.
Right.
You
Okay.
ever
I
do
don't
that?
think that's really a thing.
We did that.
Really? I
Yeah.
bet I have never. I was right now years old when I heard that that was a thing. Why would anyone like? Okay.
You go door to door with the shot glass and you hold it out and you expect them to pour you a drink.
Well, no, I'm not saying I didn't understand. I'm what I don't understand is why anyone would put up with it.
Very few did. They usually got
You
chased off the
know,
doorsteps.
it'd be like walking around with an empty vape battery, hoping someone will hook you up with a puff of weed,
There you go. Never.
which is frankly probably more likely than what will happen with the alcohol, because puff puff pass, right?
Well, vaping hadn't been invented yet when we were doing
Yeah,
that
but that
stuff.
doesn't matter. I mean, people still use joints and shit. Puff puff pass.
Oh my. I miss those days. I really do.
Well, it's not like they're over.
Well, yeah. I mean, especially the local radio personality who chased us off the doorstep with a shotgun isn't there anymore. Uh,
I just mean you can get weed now. Or at least
well,
those of
you
us who live in
can.
places not run by complete barbarians can.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
or to
say.
put it even shorter, neener.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I mean, the governor wants free access, but what are you gonna do?
Say yes, please.
Yeah, but you just try to get it past those Amish state senators, you know?
Actually, I don't. Um, what I'm trying to picture someone who's Amish and in the Senate.
Oh,
I mean, do they dress like pilgrims?
pretty much. No, they may not be Amish, but they're from that neighborhood and they are just as red.
Well, are they maybe what's the one, Mennonites?
Those are northwest. I'm sorry, northeast Pennsylvania.
No, but what I'm saying is like, because as I understand, the Amish are the ones who just like are fucking no tech. We're divorcing ourselves from the world. Where the Mennonites are like sort of, yeah, we believe the same things they do, except for all of those restrictions.
Yeah, they don't have as many of them. Yes, I mean, I've actually seen Mennonites using cell phones.
So is it possible that these senators are Mennonites and not Amish?
It's entirely possible. I haven't asked.
Okay.
I haven't
Wow, it
asked.
is so difficult to wring a direct answer out of you.
Yes, it is. I'm getting good at that, am I not?
You realize that if we ever meet in person, the very first thing that's going to happen is you're going to get slapped.
Oh boy!
No, 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 no. This is kind of like a slaps giving slap, like the trained by Redbird and all the others, whatever the fuck they were called, slap that Marshall did on Barney that leaves a mark for like 12 weeks.
Marshall,
The one that like unhinges your jaw when it lands.
I'm trying to picture this. Marshall and Barney?
It's from How I Met Your Mother. You need to get better cultured, you.
Well, there's plenty of culture. I mean, there's Louis Prima.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that is. You gotta actually check out How I Met Your Mother. It's a very fun show.
Oh my! But does it have trombones and saxophones and?
Actually, yes.
Oh well, might have something to say for it.
Well, I'm just saying, there's definitely a scene that involves a marching band or two, and there's a musical number. Actually, there's at least two, maybe three, depending on how you want to. Actually, no, if you want to score it a certain way, there's like six of them.
Are they doing Yes We Have No Bananas?
No, 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 no. These are original musical numbers for the show. Like they were made specifically for the show. Like Barney's character, he's all kinds of into suits, right? It's like totally part of his personality is he's always, dressed in a suit. And so there's this one part where this girl makes him choose like this hot chick because he's always trying to get laid. That's like also part of who he is. And this girl hates guys in suits because she thinks they're always phony. So he has to choose between his suits and sex, and he ends up throwing the girl out and does this whole song and dance number about how suits are like the most important thing in the world to him.
Soups.
It's like, I know what you think of what's Barney been drinking. That girl was smoking hot. Like that's how the musical number starts. I think you'd like it if you let yourself.
Oh my! But there's no bananas.
Actually, there is an episode that involves bananas, but not that song of yours. Okay, I'm never sure sometimes when there's this like 5 second pause between when I stop talking and when you react. Is it lag or is it your brain?
No, 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 no. What are you doing saying me and brain in the same sentence?
I was saying, like, I'm never sure. Are you just processing and it's taking a while or
Yeah,
what?
I've got one of those 0.00001 megahertz cores.
Okay. What are you running on like a whole 16K of RAM?
That much?
I remember when that was the fucking pinnacle.
Oh my, that was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm not even sure if I could contain a single image to that like to 16K. Even if I were to make like a 320 by 200 little like man that's supposed to be part of a 2D side scroller, I'm not sure I could make that for just 16K.
Man, it would have to be what, a splatter print or something like that, right? Just little black dots on white background.
What you mean, an alpha mask?
Is that what they call it? I mean, the picture would probably just have to be pixels that are either black and or white, right? That's the
Well,
entire image.
I mean, I guess it's just, well, okay. If you have a graphic image that's supposed to, like, you're supposed to be able to see the background behind it, you have to have an alpha mask, and that is black and white. That tells the computer, okay, the thing you got that's in color only display the parts of it that fall within the white in this image.
Right.
The rest of it toss out if it's covered by black.
Right.
So really you have to have like two of each image to have it transparent on the background. I don't know how anyone ever did this shit like for cheap RAM usage.
I cannot remember when you had the first excuse me when you had the first images that weren't asteroids. You know how that worked, right? With the
Yeah,
game.
the vectors, yeah.
Yeah. I cannot remember when you actually had the first reasonably represented images.
Well, I mean, you could argue Pong, but I don't think well. Uh, Maybe Space Invaders or Pac Man.
Because gods, those were what, 8 color?
Well, but I mean, my point is that I mean, with Space Invaders, you could tell, hey, look at me, I'm a turret. Hey, look, those are aliens, and I can tell what they're doing. I was never really able to tell what those funky barricades that you could shoot through were supposed to be.
What, the ones that looked like tombstones?
Well, kinda, yeah. I understand what their function was, but what were the graphics trying to represent? Sandbags?
I don't know. I mean, I always saw them as tombstones. Really, I did.
Oh, I never, you know, but regardless, you could totally tell. And like with Pac-Man, oh look, that's sort of a head with a mouth on it. It's weird, but I can tell that's what it is. And then there's these ghosts because they have faces on them. They have a very ghosty shape. It looks like someone in a sheet. I totally get it. And those dot pellet things. I may not know what they actually are, but I know what they represent. And yeah, I mean, you could argue those two games definitely really sold the idea of I'm controlling more than just a dot.
Okay, then.
Well, that's just me talking out of my stoned butt.
Yes,
So.
obviously. Have we chased
Wait a
everybody
minute,
away
am I
yet?
hearing that right?
Hmm?
Uh, no, I'm not. It sounded like it was raining again. Last night we were getting this really heavy rain and thunder and lightning and shit. It was really cool. But
Oh,
there's
my.
also like a fountain in the sort of courtyardy area, the common area. And sometimes, if it's cloudy and my windows are open and I'm hearing that fountain going, it sort of makes me think maybe it's raining and I can't quite tell through the screen.
Okay, okay. It's not doing any of that here.
Well, I mean, I'm like 3,000 miles away from you. What were you thinking? Hey, me and Kate have the same weather.
Wait a minute. Do you really think that I think?
Oh, right. I forgot.
Yeah, there you go. See, get with the picture.
Hmm.
Oh, my. Oh, well, thank
What?
you, Sammy, but I'll tell you, my hair feels like crap. I haven't been able to wash it in weeks.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm mostly not on camera right now just because I don't want to futz with my hair enough to feel confident enough to be on camera.
Oh, I don't know.
I do know I've been fighting with my hair since like as long as I can remember. As long as I knew that hair existed, I've been fighting with my fucking hair. So I don't want to hear it,
You got the
right?
gray
Like
hair.
I've got the hair that just will not be tamed.
Yeah, that's what's so great about it.
No, that's what sucks about it. I cannot be tamed, but my hair should.
So you're the woman who will not be tamed. You're Lilith.
As opposed to
Eve.
Okay, I don't think so.
No, you sure?
No, because I mean, don't get me wrong. I liked Frasier, but his wife was just this stone cold bitch who didn't care about anybody. So I wouldn't want to be Lilith.
Moo.
Sand squirrel.
Yes, but that was really
Hmm.
great when I learned many moons ago that Eve was Adam's second wife.
I can't keep track of all this shit. It seems like every time someone says, "Oh, Bible thing that happened," it's different from the last 38 times someone told me. Mm. Like seriously, it wasn't until a couple of years ago I started hearing this stuff about like Adam's second wife and things, and I'm like, really? I mean, I even gave the Bible a read through once, and I don't remember that part.
It's not there. It's in what is the it's not the Torah, the other book.
The Old New Testament,
The other Jewish book. I can't remember.
the Talmud.
Thank you, the Talmud. Yes.
I actually know next to nothing about that one. I pretty much only know the Torah,
Okay. You tore
and
it
I
up to.
don't know. And I don't know a lot about that either. It's just like my big print, easy reader, Cliff's Notes version of what the Torah is. Is it's pretty much just the Old Testament.
Pretty much.
You know, that's all I got.
Oh, the first five books, if I remember correctly.
See, and when we say it like that, it feels like we're talking about some book series like fucking Twilight or Harry Potter.
Well, isn't that what the scriptures are?
What Christian Hunger Games, I suppose.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I'm just saying though, it just sounds funny. It's like I now expect people to be lining up, going, "Oh, I'm Team Caesar, well, I'm Team Judas," you know, all of that, or geez, I don't fucking know.
Give us
One of the
Barabbas.
like you know how they have all those heartthrob things. What was it with Twilight, Edward and Jacob? I guess like everyone was arguing, like all the teenage girls were arguing over which one should get Bella or something. I don't know. I tried
You
watching that movie and it was so goddamn boring.
you're way beyond me on that one.
Like I got 15 minutes into that movie and said, "What the frick am I doing with my time?" and just turned it off.
Okay, sounds reasonable.
It was that bad. And I watched The Room and I thought Twilight was that bad. I mean, watched The Room and finished it.
Are you about one of three people who actually did that?
Yeah, sure. Let's just say yeah.
Oh my. YouTuber
So,
Grudge says I'm team real vampire.
yeah, the thing is that, like, until Interview with the Vampire became a movie, vampire lore had been a certain way. And prior to that, because like with Interview with the Vampire, they sort of made it like the vampire has to bite and kill you and then feed you their blood, and that's how you become a vampire. Otherwise, you just either got bitten or got killed or whatever, right? But the way I remember it prior to that was if a vampire bites you and kills you, you're just dead. But if a vampire bites you and you're not killed, you slowly turn into a vampire, is the way I remember it.
Okay.
And it just seemed like after an interview, because like with Buffy, they more or less followed the Interview with the Vampire lore, the Anne Rice lore in Buffy. I mean, there were some changes, but still it was basically the same. So, I mean, I don't know. It always a little bit bothered me.
Remember, Sammy Jenkins says vampires don't sparkle in the sunlight.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what kind of dust they crumple into. Maybe whatever it is, like maybe it's little flecks of quartz. Then they'd sparkle.
Okay,
You,
am I back?
well, you're back for me.
Okay,
I
yeah.
don't know about the rest of the trolls, though.
Yeah, I lost my connection and it was being naughty at me. Yeah, that's what it was
Stupid
doing.
connection. What does it think it's doing? Who does it think it is? Stupid connection.
I don't know here. And then okay, I may have to turn this off and then back on again. Give me half a second.
Us talking stuff could tell us if we're audible.
There we go. Okay, now my VU meter is doing all kinds of nice things now. So
Is
hopefully,
it?
yeah,
Are we audible?
it's doing the Dance of the Seven Veils actually.
Yeah, that doesn't tell me nothing.
Turn this off and then back on again.
Wow, it is way lagged. But I got you saying off and on again, so,
Dayu
maybe don't
Korosto.
futz with it. Because maybe they can hear us.
Maybe they can. To see it is. Um, let's see. You can is our
Okay, will you
to
look at the chat, Diana? They say was good over here.
Natopotinga.
You really need to learn to touch type.
There we go. You can is our to us to hearing to making. What do we got? Who is this? What is going on here?
They say they hear us over here.
Oh boy,
Uh-oh.
look, it's Manda.
Oh, hey with Amanda. How you doing?
I'm sorry. Like it's just I got home and then we ate and then my computer was all fucked up, so I apologize.
Well,
I
we
mean,
just dropped
that's-
and came back on, so you came just in time.
yeah, I just came into that, so
Yeah.
but hi, and again, I already told Kate this. I had a weekend, but I apologize also for Sunday. But I'm here now, so
Oh, you is the Manda, and the Manda is a good thing to be.
Yeah.
thank
Yeah.
you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I missed you, ladies. How we doing tonight?
In a word,
Well,
That
I'm
good?
fairly stoned, so I'm doing okay.
I was a little. I actually was gonna. My window's still open. I was gonna smoke a little bit more, but I've when I woke up this morning, it was raining. My whole day was fucked. Plus the pain and I had all this stuff I was supposed to do. My father goes golfing on Tuesday and Thursday mornings, but obviously, doesn't go golfing if it's raining. So yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
oh my.
I have to do it tomorrow. Like it's stuff I have to do because I'm going on my trip on Thursday, leaving Thursday morning first thing. So
Which trip is this then?
I'm
Is it
going
acid
to
trip?
Florida.
Oh.
I'm going to spend the week with Dark Matter.
Oh well.
Cool. Well, sail on my Ted high.
I will.
All right.
No, this was remember I said I had that conference in Florida, but they
Mhm.
decided to do it virtually because it's Florida.
Oh yeah.
But they'd already paid for our tickets, and a few of our associates wanted to take their families because it was in Orlando, so they were gonna take them and do stuff. So they were like, "Here, just have the tickets anyway, and this will be counted as vacation time or whatever." So I'm not gonna go to Disney World or whatever. So John was like, "Hey, come over here, spend the week together." So
Not sure I knew he was in Florida. You might have told me once before, but you know my memory.
yeah, he's from Chicago, but he lives in Florida now. So
Okay
that's what I'm
then.
doing.
I don't know if afraid a place to be, but
I give him shit about it all the time, but it's just it was nice to have a week where I'll be free and I'll be enjoying myself, and it's also his birthday, so we're doing stuff for that. I'm making him cake, and it'd be just nice to be there for him for his birthday. So I'm happy. I have, I don't remember the last time I felt happy, and so like this is something. It's a big deal for me, I guess.
Actually, I kind of know what you mean.
When I did like pack, so they won't come in here when I'm gone. Although I would not put it past him to fucking take the door down or whatever. They've already been through everything anyway, and I'm not gonna leave my weed in here this time. I'm not stupid, so.
There you go.
But the thing, there's two doors to my room because like there's a bathroom, and then the bathroom door comes in. But if I put because the doors are like catty corner, so if I leave my bedroom door open and have it up against that door, and then I put my chair, my like lounge chair thingy or whatever up against.
Weird. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not.
Yeah. I can hear you. Sorry.
Okay, the preview is not doing anything. That's why I wondered.
What do you mean the preview?
There's this preview page that always comes up that's where the start button is and everything.
Oh, that. Okay, gotcha.
Sure. Okay, well, I'm gonna smoke real quick while you're working. Just like, don't yell for me when.
I'm just gonna get real small. Wow, no one gets that reference. Okay.
Oh, Steve Martin.
There we go.
I heard you say I'm just gonna get really stoned. What did
I said real small.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't then. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Like Coolsville, Daddy-O, groovy, man. And all of that. I think I'm starting to understand that. Plus all the darn reggae.
Okay.
That's starting to make sense to me now. Like, being stoned and listening to that stuff.
Oh
We're
my.
saying we're back.
Okay, and then we're gonna be Og and Foo here, and hopefully it'll be Boo and Goo.
I think we're Og Foo Bar, but all right.
Yeah, pretty much. It's been really bad at me today.
Well, whose fault is that?
I would have to say that that's Google's fault.
Oh, I still want to blame Mark Zuckerberg after yesterday.
Okay. What was that about? What happened?
Apparently there was something wrong in their server room, but to get into the server room, they needed the server room's approval. So it took them like 7 hours just to get into the room to turn it off and on again.
Oh, Jesus. That's... Yeah, somebody...
And that was sort of like a cautionary tale. People were going, this is why it's not good to have everything run from one network, you dim bulbs.
Uh-huh. Yeah, distribution. Always a good thing. Always. Oh, my.
So, yeah.
So I guess...
That was a thing that happened. It was mildly annoying because there was something I wanted to look at on Facebook, but otherwise, whoop it up, who gives a damn,
I don't know. I just don't get onto the Facebooks all that much. I mean, there are a couple people there who refuse to use anything but Facebook, and that's the only place I can talk to them if I want to talk to them. And
that was me for a good long while. I mean, I hate Twitter's character limit. You know I do, and so for a good long time I wouldn't go there until Facebook started royally fucking with me left and right to the point where now I'm afraid to post anything because, well...
Yeah, huh? You didn't disappear, did you?
No, I just trailed off.
Oh, good. No, the way things have been going tonight, I'm always wondering if we just fall through the floor here.
Oh, well, don't worry. At no time will I just stop in, like, mid-sentence. Yeah, come on. Did you not see that comment?
Of course.
That was the easiest joke in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, my. We need to on-off our system. System access denied. Yep.
Yeah.
And then posting to Facebook is pointless anyway. So, yep, pretty much. Das de Betrodia.
I really want to know how Facebook like processes its decisions for how to advertise at you. It's like you can't surf to the page of some right wing schmuck and tell them off, debunk their nonsense claims, and then fuck off to the rest of Facebook, and without ending up all of a sudden Facebook thinks you're a right winger and tries to direct you to right wing shit,
Yeah, huh?
and just undoing all of that so the ads you see might have a chance of being relevant is just it like takes months.
Oh, wait a minute. What is Mage saying here? I liked that meme of Facebook giving itself, a ban. Oh, okay. Took me half a second
I'm
to.
not sure I know that meme.
Yeah, because the A and the B were jammed together and it looked like Aban. And I'm thinking, okay, what is Aban? But yeah, that's stuff and things.
Actually, that's a word you could say in a kakarot.
Yeah.
Aban, that you could say aban in a kakarot.
Okay.
The vowel consonant order is perfect.
Moo.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd have to look. For all I know, I've already assigned that a word. I haven't looked at the dictionary I was making in quite a while because I've been working on the actual animation.
Uh,
Oh, well, if you posted it to the group, I mean, I get notifications of everything posted to that group, so it may have gotten lost in the shuffle. Either that or it was quite some time ago. I don't know.
oh my. I have to start working again on the fluent stupid to English and English to fluent stupid dictionary.
Okay.
Mhm.
Sure.
Yep. I mean, it means something. I just haven't figured out what it means.
Eh?
Yeah,
What means something?
the stuff in fluent stupid.
Oh.
So tapet rosa polkalakadabatiesta means something. I just don't know what.
Oh, that's what you're calling fluent stupid. Okay, I thought others been calling that Slavic gibberish.
Okay.
I thought when you said like the flawless and all that, I thought what you meant was like right wing talking points and stuff against normal speech, that kind of thing.
That's what right wing watch is for.
Yeah. I saw something on there recently that was just really weird.
Uh-oh.
It was a couple of days ago. I would have to scroll quite a bit to find it, I'm sure. But I don't know why I almost said sure like a Canadian.
Sure, eh?
Or I don't think it was this one about Michelle Bachmann where she was saying that we have to build, quote, parallel institutions to protect conservatives.
Parallel institutions.
The basic idea, from what I can translate, seems to be where it's like two separate sets of books or separate laws for, conservatives and everybody else.
Well, that's what they think exists anyway.
Yeah, but they want it enshrined in legal law.
Tu sestaya. They is
I
the
don't know, maybe
bufu.
that's
That's what
what I'm
they is.
thinking of because I'm tired of scrolling.
They is the bufu.
Yeah, I don't know what that meant.
In this particular case, the bufu is not good.
Oh.
Oh my.
Okay, now it's time for the cat with the feeding and stuff. Be back in a moment.
Oh boy, cat and food, and the two of them go together. Yeah. That happens a lot, doesn't it? This one over here, whenever she gets hungry, she just goes over to the food bowl and says, okay, I think I'll eat. And strangely enough, she doesn't weigh 9,000 pounds. She weighs about 8 pounds. Yeah. Oh, here's me. She's the good kitty. She's the good Sylvia kitty. I have to go get her. I have to get her some kitty foods. Not tonight. I guess tomorrow. I'll set the other machine to brewing and then I'll go and get some cat food. And the Sylvia kitty can have the cat food. And stuff and things. Yep. It is a definite plan, Von Rick. Definitely. Oh my. Mage has been missing spaces. Well, the last time I had problems with the space bar, it put too many spaces in, as it was sticking. That was not fun. Because of all the keys on the keyboard, the space bar is the hardest one to keep clean.
Are we fixed? Are we back?
I hope so.
Well, I'm sorry. Now I'm Kate Stone. Well, hopefully.
Well, Kate is feeding the kitties.
Okay. Oh, so I'm sorry. You were just sitting here by yourself. My bad.
Yeah, I'm just babbling over here. You know, just
I understand. I'm sorry. I was getting more stoned and fixing my stupid fucked up face. So.
Oh, your face is fine.
Debatable. Oh. Stupid rain sucks. Oh.
You know what I have? I have a grape popsicle. Yeah.
That sounds lovely.
I like grape and I like popsicles. Put them together and yowza.
I think grape used to be my favorite when I was little. I don't know about now. I like the lime ones.
Yeah. It's so hard to find just lime all by itself without letting it be along for a ride.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I remember 7-Up popsicles. Do you remember 7-Up popsicles?
Not really.
Hold on, I gotta.
Also, the same brand that makes these grape ones make a watermelon that's even better.
I don't think I've had a watermelon popsicle.
Really good.
What I want is a liver and onion popsicle.
No, you don't.
An artichoke popsicle?
What the fuck did you just say, Diana? Seriously? Eat onions.
What you need, Diana, is a poopsicle.
There you go. There you go.
Basically the same fucking thing rules, dude.
Garlic flavored ice cream.
Oh, what is wrong with you?
It does exist.
Well, it doesn't mean it should. Just because something exists doesn't mean it should.
Yeah,
Like
that weird sort of shoulder-mounted trough thing that you could stick a Burger King burger in. Like, seriously, that exists.
Or, like Subway.
Wait a minute. A shoulder mounted feeding trough?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, you piqued her interest. Awesome.
Yeah.
No, Diana, no.
Well, I don't know how else to describe it. It was like It was like, oh, let me see. I have a picture of. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, it
Um,
saves me the trouble of looking for it.
Dude in the upper left. Oh,
Please, can you send that to me, Kate? Can you DM that to me, please? Thank you.
I can.
Thank you.
I'm still looking at the TV hat, just going,
Like, why? And also, is he dry? You know what? Although, admittedly, I've always wanted to try a donut sandwich. I don't want it with eggs. Like, eggs are gross. I hate eggs. But, like, I don't know. I like a Krispy Kreme donut sandwich. I don't know what I would want in it, but I've always just wanted to at least try it.
Well,
Yeah.
Jeff, Size Strike was supposed to come out here, and we were going to review the KFC chicken sandwich, which consisted of a piece of chicken between two donuts.
You didn't get a chance to. I'm sorry.
He died.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry for that. I just had I mean, not to like compare or anything, obviously, but September 30th is thank you, Kate. Um, the anniversary of the car accident that killed two of my friends in high school, and this year was like, and it always just like on that day, I always like a lot of the times I won't. For many years, I didn't like literally talk to anybody but Angel on that day. Like it just, I don't know, it fucked me up. It was something that was really traumatic. Obviously, I was 15. And I actually lost three friends that year because 6 months before that accident, my friend Troy died in a car accident. And I live in a tiny town. Well, there aren't a lot of people that live in the town. I think there was probably like 4,000 at the time. And I literally, but it was big. It was the third largest, like land wise in Connecticut. However, these three people lived within a block and a half of my house. Like I could see one of them, and the other two were right down the street. Like, and I don't know. It fucked me up. So, anyway, that was 25th anniversary this year, and it hurt a lot.
Eek. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm sorry. Like I said, I wasn't trying to compare anything. Just
No, I know.
because it just happened. So.
No, it's difficult to believe that it's been 2 years since
Does it feel
Jeff
like
died.
less or more time?
It just fades, and it could be yesterday or it could be a million years ago, all at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. And you have those moments too where you almost forget, like not that you forget them, but you forget that they're gone. Like you want to go talk to them,
Yep.
and you're like, oh wait, no, I can't.
Yeah, I sometimes wish there was an afterlife and
Mm-hmm.
two of us could just sit
You know
around
what's
talking.
the worst when you have grief over anything, whether it be loss or like the loss of even a relationship or whatever, and you have that like moment in the morning when you wake up and you don't remember that any of that happened, and then you do like it, like almost like you're realizing it for the first time again. Like you have that moment of peace before it hits you after you wake up. Oh, I lost this person or whatever it is, and it just, oh, I fucking hate that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, I'm a real fucking downer.
Oh,
Sorry.
yay. Now I
hey,
suppose.
you know the difference between like the opposite of a Debbie Downer is a methamphetamine.
I like that one. Thank you, Kate.
That is moo. That is very,
That might
very
be one of
moo.
my favorites. I like that.
I
Yeah,
wish I'd made it up. I saw it on Facebook.
I don't care.
Yeah,
You brought it
take
to me.
credit.
You're its portal.
Fair enough then.
Thank you. I was actually looking for that. I was gonna see if they had a Queen of the Dad jokes because I was at that shop today, but they didn't have either of them. So.
Oh, are you caught on the chair? There you go, honey.
Yeah, Maeve says that their mom died in 2005 and it can still feel fresh. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's, time wise, that seems like a long time ago, but gosh, when someone like that, someone that close, doesn't matter when.
Well, it's weird because like I haven't really had friends or family die while I was still close to them. Like
Yeah.
we drifted apart to the point where it didn't hurt all that much. In fact, most of the like death grief I've felt has either been for cats or Marie Fredrickson from Roxette. Oh, and Christopher Hitchens,
Oh, okay.
but that's been like
Gotcha.
it. Well, maybe Jerry Goldsmith too. But I'm just saying a lot of it is like celebrities and pets because I haven't really
Yeah.
had friends or family
Pets are
die
so fucking hard though. Like
like
seriously.
rug yanked out from under you kind of thing with friends
Yeah.
or family yet.
Pets are. Mm, God, I cannot like. Leia is just always with me because I mean, since we got her, I've I've either been taking classes or I've worked from home. So like I've always been at home with her, and so of it, if I go to the doctors or whatever, like these random few times, like this going on vacation or if we've been at the hospital or whatever, those are the only times we've been away. Otherwise, not only am I always with her, but she's literally always usually not more than a foot from me. Like she has to be near me and touching me a lot, and like especially when I'm in pain. She knows when I'm in pain, so she'll kind of attach herself. She has to be just touching me in some way. But I just, oh God, I cannot. Ugh, he's yelling. Yeah.
Because like I know that eventually Columbia's time is coming. I mean, she's what, like 14ish? I mean, she's old for a cat. And I'm not looking forward to that. That is gonna tear me up.
Mm.
I don't know what I'm gonna do after either, because I'll have Xander still, but man, how long can I do the whole mourning thing? I don't know. But now, and I know I've told you guys the story of my childhood pet Kitty and how she was my companion and what
Meow.
my parents did. So,
Meow.
you
That was
know.
not fun.
Well, at least I've got Columbia and Xander is I don't know. I mean, he's very different from her. He's much more energetic. He's much more gregarious, I guess. He takes longer to warm up to strangers, but
Okay, okay.
like once he does, though, he's much friendlier than Columbia. Where Columbia will walk up to you and then give you, kitty indifference.
Hmm.
So yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's been hard to introduce Columbia to new cats,
Meow.
you know? But Xander takes to new cats pretty quickly. So I have to wonder, if I get another cat after Columbia's gone, how easily will that cat assimilate into the household with Xander?
Well, I guess it depends on how much Xander wants to bop the other kitty around.
And how much that other kitty wants to be popped around. I mean, Xander as a kitten liked wrestling, liked roughhousing, and still does. I have a feeling that a kitten who also liked roughhousing would probably be a good companion for Xander.
Meow.
Can I just
Can you come over? Yeah, sure.
just give me a second.
Oh boy.
Was I guess is shit getting real right now?
It sounds like it's getting, yeah, kind of real.
Mm. I like things that are fake better, frankly.
Moo.
Reality is a crutch for people who can't handle fiction.
Thought reality was a crutch for people who couldn't handle drugs.
Nah. Most of the people who quote unquote can't handle drugs are usually just people who can't quote unquote afford them.
Moo.
Sand squirrel.
Yes.
I let him figure out what dinner is tonight.
Fricassee of cat?
No.
Cat casserole?
No.
Hmm.
What?
Thinking.
Uh,
Gotta be some good food out there somewhere.
I'm sure there is. I've had it. It was tasty.
Kung Pao
Problem
cat.
is, my diet has gotten very samey lately, and that keeps happening. I keep falling into a rut.
Okay, so like I'm gonna keep this on just so like if
Uh huh.
anything happens, there's just proof.
Yeah,
Right?
huh. Yeah, huh.
Okay. Yeah. I don't, I don't know what's doesn't matter. Just pretend I'm not here.
Don't want to do that.
Alright.
So why is that camera pointed at an empty room?
What? I mean,
Sorry, I'm pretending you're not here.
oh, okay. Just the wall. Oh fuck! I was okay. I was like,
Hmm.
don't want to take this from me.
Hmm.
Anyway, he's not yelling anymore. Angel went down to go see what was happening, but I just wanted to keep it on because, yeah, I always could use more proof. It's like that's was his big thing. You have no proof, and I have aftermath pictures of me bloody and stuff. Like obviously I don't have, and then I have like my mother would be a witness, but she would obviously lie. She has lied to the fucking cops about it. And Angel has seen some of it, but he would just twist it and say that Angel was lying. So the fact that I didn't want like video proof, which is fucked up because there's cameras everywhere in this house, but like, he knows the places that he can put his hands on me without getting caught by those cameras. Not that it would matter because they're his cameras. He could just go erase them just in case. Anyway, sorry.
You said you need to be out by the end of the month?
Yep.
This month?
Mm-hmm. I know. I'm trying, I've told you guys, did I tell you why? I mean, I found out why it's been so hard to find a place here. Did I tell you guys the reason? I found out the other day.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Apparently, my town is like the new Hollywood of the South. So like they filmed that Vampire Diaries show here, and then they've had like a few movies and whatnot, and ever since I guess the town really liked it, so it has been offering like lots of tax cuts, and now that The Walking Dead, which films in Sonoy, is coming to an end, everything that's out there is moving here because they're like 40 minutes down the road. And like it's true. Like once somebody told me this, I noticed it. Like I see all these fucking like Porsches and Maseratis and like people in really expensive suits, and I never, like I thought because there's a fuck ton of people that are always at the square now because they're tourists. But I thought it was tourist season. People come like they have these tours and like these things on the pavement, like they do in Hollywood, but for Vampire Diaries shit and whatnot. And so like I thought it was just like, oh, it's the weekend, it's opening weekend or whatever, but it's been like every fucking day it's packed with fucking crying teenage girls. And apparently there's more. So there's like nowhere to move. Everything's only getting super duper expensive, but there's just nothing available in anywhere near my area. But like on the other side of Atlanta, there's more stuff. So like the past week, we've been looking into that, and there is actually options there. So I don't know. Hopefully it'll stay. If not, already live in a hotel for a month. I don't know what to do. But and I wanted. I don't want him to take this from me right now. Like I'm happy, or I was on the verge of being. So I should rather not freak out about that and just have this week, you know. So, after everything, this whole fucking year of cancer, the relationship stuff of people that I thought were friends that were horrible to me. This fucking literally being tortured by my own parents. Like, whew, it's been a lot.
Okay, but other than that, how was the play, Mrs. Lincoln?
I know, right? Honestly, pretty good. I mean, I have you guys. I've done this stuff for a year and a half. It's been hard, especially, starting over on my own recently. But I have, I don't care so much about my channel as the people that it's connected me with. So, in that regard, I'm golden. Sorry, Diana.
Oh no.
Well, both of you, but this is Diana's channel, so. Sorry. But.
Starting to think I should get another popsicle. See, the thing about the Northern Lights, the weed that I have right now, is it dries you right the hell out.
Yeah.
It's funny how some of them, are very dehydrating, and some just make you sweat like you're a fountain. It's crazy.
I've never had a sweaty one. I've had obviously ones that make me hungrier than others, ones that make me tired, ones that make me couch locked. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I vote yes. The second popsicle is due. Do it for us since we don't have popsicles. Let us live vicariously through you.
A garlic flavored popsicle.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Diana. Let me kick her ass. Thank you, Von Rick. I'm sorry. I just don't mean to come in here and be all emo. I don't usually,
Pineapple chunks.
A popsicle with garlic and pineapple chunks? Hey, I like it.
No, but you know what? Just to spite you, I'm going to have someone make a pineapple on pizza popsicle and force feed it to you.
Oh boy.
I gave Dave shit this earlier today about how the Brits eat corn on their pizza, and he's like,
Yeah.
dude, you Americans put corn in everything, and he's my corn syrup, but I was like, yeah, you do got me there, but still, fucking corn on
Corn
pizza
does
is
not
weird.
belong on pizza. I mean,
No.
sure, even if we put corn on everything, there's places I draw the line. I've never had corn birthday cake. Thank you very much indeed.
Oh.
You
Well, see, that's
know,
why we call it sweet corn, and like I get it because there's like feed corn that tastes different. But like, do they have eat feed corn? Like, do humans eat feed corn in the UK? I don't understand why they have to give it. I don't know. I don't understand Brits. They're weird. Okay, I said it. They're weird pervs, and I love them dearly. But
I don't get some of the things they're willing to eat.
no, what is with the beans? Why so many beans?
I don't. I was thinking more about like how everything seems to have kippers
Ugh.
involved.
Blacks, do you like? I got a new lipstick today. You guys like this?
Yeah, it's perfectly serviceable.
Like,
Sorry,
so it looks like I give good blowjobs then? Is that what you're saying?
that's really not where I was going with that. But you know what? I'll just run with it.
It's cool. Sorry. I was girly today. I did girly things. I even bought makeup
Mm,
and whatever. So anyway, sorry. So corn on pizza.
yeah, it's quite rare, but on occasion I do indulge my girly side.
See? I'm not the only one then.
It happens, but the thing is, like, I chew on my nails kind of compulsively, so I've never
Yeah,
had that
maybe.
done.
I don't chew on them, but like I'll get them to a decent enough length, but then I'll break like one, and then they'll either all go or, but you'll have to like you have them all at a nice length, except fucking one, it looks stupid, so they all have to go anyway.
Well, and also like I don't know. I've just always been frustrated with my hair, so getting that done is always a little bittersweet because I know whatever they did won't last past the first shower or heck the first time
Yeah.
I sweat.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's difficult, and I don't know. I've always felt I look ridiculous in makeup, so
I mean, you don't. It's not like you need it or anything. You're gorgeous. I don't like if you see me without makeup, I look dumb. But you know, that I wish I could go without it. But we just haven't figured out. There's no reason to. But if you ever wanted to, maybe you just haven't figured out the right kind. Like it took me a really long time to figure out what what's decent on me. Yeah.
well, usually when I'm indulging my girlier side, it just means I went on another buying spree of stuffed animals.
God damn it. Stuff.
Because
Oh, I love
I have
stuffed animals, though. I
I have
totally get
more of
that.
those. There's actually I have a picture I took a few months ago of me just sort of festooned in plushies, and it was you know neat.
No, I get that. I like that ice cream shop that I go to that has. I'm sorry, I'm just texting Angel about the whole whatever situation. They have these little tiny stuffed like keychains or little tiny animals, and they're adorable, and I love them. I like getting the pandas because yeah.
See, that's what the thing where we
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, I did. I just got a new one actually, but I need a like I want a big stuffed puppy. I keep getting the wrong size. I need like a not huge, but like enough to kind of hug. And this is the second one I've gotten in a year that's just too small. I really need a big stuffed
Well,
puppy.
that tiger that was like up by my head is gigantic, like sort of about the size of my head and torso.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that's not counting the tail, by the way.
Mm. So yeah, I need something like that. You know what? I like sleeping with stuffed animals too. Um, Mostly because I don't like because I sleep on my side and you know what it's like you have
Sure.
boobs and they get squished together at night when you sleep on your side. So I don't like the way that I like having something to separate them, and so just sticking like I don't put it under my shirt or anything, but just having it like over my shirt. I don't know. That's what's
Well,
comfortable to me.
I can't remember the last time I went to bed without Howie.
See, yeah, I had a stuffed animal like that, but it got lost on the way here.
Oh, I have never like if I've ever been going onto an airplane, I would rather put my laptop in my luggage than not have Howie in the backpack. I've had him for too long. I'm not letting him out of my control.
No, this was at some point when I was packing up my house and putting it in the RV. My father just willy nilly threw away so much of my stuff.
Oh, I know how that is. My parents left a whole bunch of stuff that I cared about a great deal in this shed that was behind the house, and like raccoons got in there and shat all over everything, and it rained on stuff, and everything got wet, and everything was ruined. And it was like
All
they just didn't give a damn.
all of my Christmas decorations that I've literally been collecting since I was a child, plus all the stuff Angel's made and done for his entire life, my father decided that they weren't important enough and wouldn't put them in the RV. All of this stuff I lost so I could move out here to help them. And then they did it again now. They got rid of so much of my stuff. Plus, they promised because I'd given up so much. Like I gave my washer and dryer to Brian. He took our bed, my chairs, and my dining room table and shit. Like so much stuff. I just gave up because my father didn't want to bother with them. Like he wanted to drive his RV out and back instead of getting like flying out and getting a U-Haul. It had to be done his way, and he wouldn't let. Like the whole fucking thing was a mess. So I had to, all of this stuff I had to give up that they promised. Oh, we'll make sure that you're taken care of when you leave, because you've given up all this stuff for us. And not only is obviously that not happening, but when they went through all of my shit in my room, I had receipts for furniture that I bought that I just haven't gotten yet, like my bed and my kitchen stuff and my sofa. It was like almost $3,000 worth of stuff. That I mean, I bought with my credit card, so I'm sure I hopefully get back. But the receipts are gone, so like if I fucking give up with these people, like seriously. You think they're gonna care or do anything about it? Or even apologize?
They probably didn't even think they did anything wrong.
No. They feel completely entitled to what they did. Not only because this is their house, but because I'm their daughter. So I have literally no right to my own stuff that I have bought with my money that I have earned. Like, fuck. It's just, and to throw out so much of it. Like, it was nothing. Like, I'm nothing. They literally, like, as dehumanizing as all of the shit they have done to me is, like, the fucking electricity, the physical abuse, the psychological abuse, all of it. This was like the fucking cherry on top. The fact that they did this to me, not only after everything they've done, but while I was helpless in the fucking hospital, couldn't do a goddamn thing about it. Only to come home to this fucking bullshit, and it's Diana falling asleep.
Nope.
You sure?
Yep.
Honey, we don't have to do this. We can go.
No, 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 no. I'm just sitting here trying to take it all in, and it's not fun.
Sorry.
I heard someone say that was their experience at the proctologist too.
Most often, yes, especially when they forget to lube the glove. Oof. I read this joke today that asked, how many anti-vaxxers does it take to screw in the light bulb? And the answer was one, but they need 2 nurses and a doctor to take it back out.
Oh, jeez.
I love that joke. People put a lot of stuff up their butts, okay? It's thing.
Well,
Like,
there's
seriously.
a meme that's been going around that just says, just a public service announcement. Nothing ever accidentally ends up in your butt. Sincerely, the ER staff.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose there could be an exception or two, like an extraordinarily unfortunate ricochet, you know. But otherwise, yeah, I'm thinking that rake handle was kind of put there deliberately.
Eek. That's all I can say.
Frozen?
Say what?
I said, is Manda
Okay,
through?
my back.
Oh.
I can hear you.
Yeah,
There you are. There you
no.
are.
Sorry, my Wi-Fi like totally bugged out there for a second.
Oh.
I'm back.
Well, tell it to stop that.
It is being bufu.
Oh, it happened again.
Daju korostu.
Yeah, Tondalea della Ventimiglia.
Mm-hmm.
Or perhaps Ricardo Shilly Shally.
Is that anything like Corinthian leather?
No.
No.
Okay,
No.
I think I changed it. Hopefully that'll work. Sorry.
It appears to be back.
Daju korostu.
I mean your Wi-Fi, not Manda.
Yeah. But really, Diana, you if you're tired and you're not feeling good,
No, we're fine. We're fine. Definitely fine. I just old.
Yeah, but you know that's not going away.
No, it's not going away.
old is relative.
No, my relatives are mostly dead.
I wish, yeah. Somebody told a friend of mine today who has a nearly equally terrible father, told me that his father wasn't likely to live for more than the next couple of years. And I just like kind of spilled out of my mouth a lucky you. And I was like, God, I'm a terrible person. But like, still though.
I could imagine.
Father's stupid healthy for somebody who's like he's smoked for like fucking ever. He's had 3 heart surgeries, 2 open heart surgeries. He's got fucking dementia. He's an alcoholic. Like, how is? Oh,
Hey, Amanda, question for you. Are you familiar with the comedian Christopher Titus?
Yes.
Because, seriously, like, you're sounding like one of his routines right now.
Am I?
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. You're asking if she's familiar with a Canadian Christopher. You mean there's a Christopher Titus who's not Canadian?
Comedian.
It's a comedian, not Canadian.
Oh.
Pretty sure dude's from California.
He had a sitcom back in like the late '90s, didn't he? For like a hot minute.
It was called Titus. It was based on some of his stand-up. It's kind of ironic now because the theme of the show is about how like he and his wife could weather anything, and now he's like super divorced, and half his routines are about how much of a bitch she is.
Oh, it happens.
Well, you know.
I can't. I have a problem like going like all these comedians that I used to like Dennis Leary. Okay, I fucking loved Dennis Leary. I had 2 of his CDs that we would listen to on every road trip we went on. Like I knew those fuckers almost by heart. Me and my first boyfriend. What?
No Cure for Cancer.
Yeah, that was one of them. I can't remember the name of the other one, but it like I love them so much, and they're not like bad now, but they're a little like some parts are kind of like ooh that's yeah, it didn't age well, and I still love Dennis Leary. Like he does a lot of amazing shit. He works with the New York Fire Department a lot, and has raised a lot of money and awareness for the firefighters that the 373 that died on 9/11. He had a really good show about it actually, called Rescue Me. That was super good. But like, I don't know, just some of the stuff that he says is like, I can't really call him my favorite comedian anymore. So I have a hard time going back and listening. I don't want to get ruined by like reality, I guess.
Well, I mean, I've had some hair trigger activist types like go off on Carlin. And you don't realize that Carlin is like rabidly left wing. There's something wrong with you.
Yeah, that's one that'll never.
He's used the F slur once or twice, but I mean, sometimes it was still the 70s, but sometimes it was like, he's making fun of the people who would say that and mean it, right?
I
But some people are like, no, he used the word at all. It doesn't matter whether or not it's to hit those who would use it and mean it. He's still punching down. It's like, oh, you people are so fucked up.
there's a lot of people
Mental
on the
health's a
right
little scary.
will like twist his words in order to make it fit their narrative, and I hate that. Like, bro, you
Yeah,
know I knew what you're talking about. Carlin does not speak for you. I
yeah,
fucking hate your
it's
ass.
so crazy. I don't know.
One of my favorite lines of his is something along the lines of "Never forget that America is an oil company with an army" or something like that. I don't know. I just like that line because it's fucking true.
Yeah, I still love like his version of America the Beautiful.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's
I
a
think
good
I've
one.
heard that. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful for smoggy skies, insecticided grain, for strip mine mountains, majesty above the asphalt plain.
You would think I would know.
America, America, man sheds his waste on thee and hides the pines with billboard signs from sea to oily sea.
Wow, how I can't believe I've never heard that. I think I would.
And
Oh,
I
that's an old
did as
one.
best I could for someone who's this stoned. Don't
It
judge.
was awesome, Kate, and thank you for sharing it with me.
Yeah, I think he did that one in the mid '70s or some shit like that. It's been around a while.
I know it was on the Class Clown album,
Yeah, huh?
which might have been 78, but don't quote me.
Moo.
So yeah, Harlan. I mean, I'm sure there are comedians like okay, Sam Kinison has not aged well.
No. No. Although
But
I never
so
like
many so many childhood memories wrapped up with like friends who loved his shit, so I heard it a
I
lot.
never did though. Like I always felt that he was gross, to be honest with you.
Well,
I don't
I
know.
mean he is, but it was like if all your friends are into it, you're gonna
Mm,
hear it a lot.
yeah. No, I get that.
And so like as much as I may or may not have been into the routines, and I have to admit I love his version of Wild Thing.
Hey.
I just have memories of being with my friends wrapped up in it.
Mm-hmm. Look who's here.
Yeah, I mentioned it before.
Sorry, I just noticed that.
Oh, there goes the neighborhood.
Hi, sweetheart.
Yeah. I think that's why I was thinking of smoggy skies and oily seas is just that scent of pestilence and
Yeah.
exuding off a stool, managed to worm its way through the internet and out through my speakers and my monitor. And that is what inspired me to sing that song was just the scent of stool.
So, in other words, she loves you very much, Tool.
Well, there's a chance I'm stoned.
Oh, a chance. A little bit. Just a little.
Ah.
You're more stoned than me. I'm kind of jealous, but that's alright.
I mean, I should probably be saving what I have, but I don't know.
Why?
Well, because my funds are tighter than they used to
Yeah.
be, and I should save it up. And I did a 2-week cleanse, and my tolerance came back really quickly. But for that first day, it was so cool. It was almost like dropping acid. Like I was seeing these like neon phoenixes and mandalas and shit. It was really wacky, you know.
Well, I can say this is the happiest I've heard you in a while, Kate. So if that
Is
means
it?
something, yeah, it is.
Huh. Well,
What do you think,
sure.
Diana?
I'm sure more of that is the making the progress on Queen Red shit rather than the weed. But
Yeah, but I mean, regardless,
oh well.
I'm glad to hear you happy. You know.
Well, thank you. I guess I hadn't even really noticed. That was weird. But now that you bring it up, I guess yeah. Today's been good.
I'm glad. I saw the pictures of the guys running out liquid redshift one. Super excited. Cannot wait. I'm
I
glad you're
just,
making good progress. That's making you happy too. Definitely.
yeah, I'm really, it's chugging along there.
I am glad. I can't wait. What do you think,
It's
Diana?
really,
Doesn't she sound, you know,
Oh, definite moo.
happy?
Definite moo.
Holy fucking shit! I have cookies. Oh, sorry.
send me some.
Cookies.
Like fax them to me.
Me love cookie.
Actually, I would love to. I'll make you some your favorite cookies. So think about what you want, and when I get back, I'll make
Oh,
you cookies for both of you if you want. Just let me know what your favorite cookies are, and let me get back into this do the baking thing.
Peanut
Give
butter
me
and
some
garlic
cookies.
cookies.
I only accept essential cookies, no advertiser, data collection cookies.
Well,
I'll,
good.
I'll, I'll just, I'll just see myself out. I don't know why. Like I always tell people, by all means, let the door hit you on the way out. Why would you wish them any better than that? They've already pissed you off.
Exactly. I mean, you're
Yeah.
offering not to toss them out, so it's something.
That was one of the things I loved on How I Met Your Mother was this one just sort of callous, uncaring boss. Whenever he would fire somebody, he'd be like, "You're fired. Security will rough you up a bit on the way out." Yeah, like just automatically, anyone who was fired got told security would rough them up.
I think about like remember Fresh Prince of Bel Air when Uncle what's his face would toss Jazz out the door.
Never really
Um,
watched the show.
oh well, it was just like you always knew what was gonna happen because they always used the same clip of him flying through the air. So when he came in, he was wearing the same shirt he was wearing. But anyway, you just like looking back on a lot of the casual like just like domestic violence from the 80s and 90s. Like it was nothing.
Well, you ever notice, like, in that one scene in Beverly Hills Cop where they're tossing Axel Foley
I was
through
just
a
thinking of
window?
that one.
And it was like, I don't know how expensive that window was, but number one, it really should be stronger than that they couldn't toss a guy through it. But even
Yeah.
if they could, like, now they're going to have to pay to have it replaced. They're going to have to stick, like, plastic up with tape until it's fixed. And it's like, what the
Mhm.
fuck?
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know? It's just so
Yeah,
wasteful.
that's always dumb. Plus, like the honestly, the physics of it too. You don't people don't understand the strength and the force that you need to be able to break windows like that.
I mean, don't
You
get
know,
me wrong,
you
too. It'd be absolutely funny to watch them, swing and get some momentum and throw him, and then
can
just
just
he
bonk.
thumps and bounces off. And just the dumbfounded
Yes.
looks on the
Oh God,
bouncers
yes.
or whatever. Yeah, that would be funny.
That would be hilarious. The only time in middle school I ever got in trouble was I was walking. I think like a friend of mine had been at the principal's office. A friend of me and myself had been in the principal's office because we were planning something for one of our clubs or whatever, and it was like one of the honor society type clubs. So I don't know. It was something super nerdy. And on the way back to class, my friend had kicked the door open. Like there were doors in between like the eighth grade section and the seventh grade section, and they had three panels of glass. And he kicked the door open, so I was like, "Oh, I'll be cool and do that too." And I kicked it, um, but I kicked the fucking middle one out, which was like 4.5 feet up in the air, 4 feet up in the air, and I kicked it because like I was a gymnast and a dancer, so I don't know, it was just dumb, but like, and it shattered, and obviously I got in trouble for it, and like the principal just kept saying, "I'm just super impressed. I've never seen anybody like kick out the middle one before." But it was one of the ones that had like wires in between, so only the front panel broke. But anyway, I was like
Well,
so
I,
scared.
I actually could not get in trouble in middle school because the vice principal is always the one who handles discipline, right? And
Mm.
the vice principal, Mr. Marabella, found out that my dad's Italian, and the next thing you know, I'm like family. And so
Mm.
I may not have had an actual free pass, but I could get away with a bit more than anyone else. That
Yeah.
obviously didn't last into high school because, he was in the middle school, but still.
The superintendent of our school was friends with my brother because apparently like when my brother was a senior in high school, he was like his aide or whatever. He was his office manager person, and then they ended up like having this relationship when my brother went to college, like kind of a like a mentor mentee thing, and became actual friends. So like I remember like it was like the second or third day of high school, like he walked in. I never talked to this guy before. I knew who he was, but he was like, "Oh, Miss Boom, how you doing?" And like he was super excited to see me. And like from then on, it didn't like it would have mattered anyway because I got like perfect grades and was the good student and everything like that. But like he legit would have let me get away with everything just because he was friends with my brother. So
Hmm.
one of those legacy things, I guess.
Yeah, I never had the opportunity for that. I mean, adopted only child whose relatives are spread out all over the fuck. So it's like I really didn't have any connections exactly. Even the Italian thing was a stretch, but well,
Yeah.
having a Sicilian family, I get it. But
Hmm.
the whole thing where people are flipping out because Andrew Cuomo's a bit handsy, and I'm like, okay, I mean, he's trying to excuse it by being an Italian, and I get it, but it doesn't go that far to cover
Hmm.
the shit he was pulling. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, if you're Italian, you're probably gonna get hugged a lot. It's not gonna get handsy. It's just
Is it
family.
true
But
that like there's a lot of face kissing too?
not in my family.
My family, like, not at all. We were most like Irish on my mom's side, and that's the side that I grew up with. Like, we were not affectionate at all. There wasn't a lot of hugging and stuff, but for some reason, we all fucking kissed on the mouth. Like that was a
Oh
thing. We
God,
were
no.
supposed to kiss our aunts and our uncles on the fucking mouths, and it was gross. Hated that.
No, if there was ever any kissing, it was like the older relative on your cheek.
Mm.
It was
No,
it
this
was
was
great.
straight
It was
up.
grandma kisses. You know what I mean?
But it wasn't like a like it was a like you barely touched, but you just had to do it. I don't like.
Well, it's funny when you talked about kissing. Like, was there like? Because I was picturing like Borat, sort of like one cheek, the other cheek.
Yeah,
That
well, no,
sort of.
I meant that too. Like just
Uh,
any kind of face kissing at all.
Yeah, not really. And there was like the one or two overly affectionate great aunts or whatever. The one like okay, maybe it was unfair of me, but I was like what 10 or something. Where the one aunt who had a stroke and has she's shaking and everything. And one side of her mouth is drooping, and to a 10-year-old, this looks like a monster that wants to put its face on you.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
give me a kiss. And I'm creeped right the fuck out. I'm trying to
Hmm.
run away and I'm trying to do it discreetly, but I can't because everyone's looking. And yeah, that sucks.
Hmm. You see, I don't like. You know how a lot of I put I have to go in a few because I'm doing Goddamn Man tonight, so I put the link to the channel in. If anybody wants to come hang out, it's in an hour. So but it goes for 3 hours. So if you guys finish it all, and anybody wants to come watch, it's fun. Anyway, so like you know how a lot of people will make their kids hug their relatives. Don't go hug. I don't like that. That's I mean I get it kind of, but I feel like it's taking away a child's bodily autonomy. Like you
Yeah,
don't get a chance to say no. You don't want to be touched. I don't like that when parents do
yeah,
that. And that was the way my parents were. You had to kiss. You had to hug when you were told to. It was just I hate that so much.
yeah. I like. I won't
Diana's flat
say
out falling
I'm
asleep.
like a germaphobe or anything, but I have to admit there is something unsanitary about mouths.
Yeah.
And I
Especially,
don't
no
know,
offense, but old people, like a lot of old people's mouths are just,
horrifying, yes.
oh, yes, oh. And Diana is straight up asleep.
Nope.
Yes, you are. Diana,
Hard to
come on.
tell.
What are you
You've
gonna do when
like
I
taken
leave
a
if you
flight
did?
off to dreamy land is what
Yeah.
you've done.
Nah.
So Diana won't be watching the goddamn podcast
There
tonight.
we go. There we go.
Everybody's gotta come watch the Drunken Peasants this weekend, though. Please.
When is that?
Sunday night or Saturday night, I mean, at I want to say 9 Eastern, but I don't know for certain. I'll make sure to drop it in our chat group beforehand. But like, I won't know anybody there. Like, I'm
Drunken
going
Peasants. Is
as
that?
TJ
I was
and
going to say, is that the one
what?
T.J. Kirk used to do?
Well, this is TJ Tejas, the guy who does the goddamn podcast with me. I don't know. I don't think it's TJ Kirk.
So someone once asked TJ what he thought of me, and he goes, "Who?" And then that sidekick of his goes, "Oh, I fucking hate that bitch." And I'm like, "What the hell did I do to the head guy?"
Wait, what?
That's what I well, and mind you, this was told to me secondhand.
Like
But
the TJ I'm talking about, or Diana's TJ?
TJ Kirk, the
Oh,
amazing
okay. I was gonna say I literally just talked to TJ about you a couple weeks ago, and he was like, "Oh yeah,
the
yeah."
amazing atheist, that TJ.
No, TJ, the TJ, Coctopus Prime.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
him. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
Yeah, I didn't
yeah.
remember that
because
he
we were
was
talking
TJ as
about.
well. Okay.
I don't think I ever knew his name was TJ. I just knew it was Optimus Prime.
Yeah, because we were talking about him a few weeks ago, right before I went on, and when you pulled up the picture, you're like, "Oh, him." And so then I had mentioned you later in the stream, and he basically said the same thing. Oh,
Oh, right
like
on.
you're
Well,
cool.
that's cool. I
Yeah,
didn't know. I mean, he was around in the early days.
yeah,
He
that's what
was.
he remembers
Yeah.
you from that too, from the early
So,
days.
huh?
Yeah, I like
No.
TJ.
Well, the story I was telling was about T.J. Kurtz,
Yeah.
about the amazing atheist that sidekick of his apparently really hates my guts.
Yeah.
I think that's funny because really I don't even know the guy's name. Like I don't know how I managed to stuff sand up his vagina, but apparently I did.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen the Amazing Atheists. I know, like, I can see their logo and I've heard of them, but I've never
Yeah.
seen them, and obviously, so I wouldn't know the sidekick. But fuck 'em.
Well, I remember him from the early days too. I honestly don't know why he got so popular. Although, honestly, now thinking back on it, it might just be that he's kind of like an atheist Trump in some ways.
Yeah.
Like he's a bit of a bully, you know.
Awesome.
But his channel just exploded, and I never really understood it. I sort of unsubscribed after a while. It just got I don't know.
Didn't he have an
It,
appearance on CNN or some shit like that?
I don't remember when I unsubscribed from him. I also kind of stopped paying attention. You know, like every now and then I would hear about some scandal he was in, and I was like,
Ha!
huh,
Yeah, or
you know.
a few of
And he
those.
was mentioned at the beginning of the alt right playbook. Do you remember that?
No, I don't actually.
It was talking about like alt right
Yes,
language and
yes,
alt right
yes.
behavior and stuff. And at one point, like the dude's listing off different groups where he's seeing this behavior, and one of it was part of the asshole atheist community, and it pops up a picture of DJ Kirk.
Ha!
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember it being them, but I remember
I'll have to
them
go back
mentioning
and watch that
asshole
again.
atheists or whatever.
Huh.
I do remember that. But anyway, I need to run because the other show.
You have the runs? What?
What?
Like,
You have the runs?
don't. She's trying to make a joke, and it's
Fuck
not gonna
you.
work.
But thank you. Again, I'm sorry for coming on here and crying like an
Oh,
asshole,
please. Any way you come on
His
here is
asshole
good.
is crying. That sounds like eh.
but no, thank you guys for giving, always being here for me and giving me a safe space to do this. So I appreciate it. And,
You is moo.
yes. always move. And I will.
Get away from my backpack, you little.
I hope
Excuse me.
make sure to let you guys know when I'm safely in Florida, and I hope to see everybody on Saturday night. So, good night, all, and I'll see you later.
Take care, honey.
Have fun.
Oh, mine. And there were two.
Where?
Somewhere. Could be one. I don't know.
Son of a.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
It's not what I did, it's what gravity did.
I don't know. Gravity!
Yeah. It's actually been a very long time since tornado busted out with that one on movie night.
Oh, my. Does he do that one now?
Well, I haven't heard it. That's what I'm saying. It's been a long time. He used to, constantly, every opportunity he could get, anytime the word gravity was used in any context, he would have to, oh, hey, there's someone on Google Earth peeing
Ha! All right.
up against the telephone pole.
You spend a lot of time looking for these things?
Well, I wasn't looking for it. I just happened to find it.
Oh,
I
my.
don't know. Some people.
Yeah, definitely.
And then other people.
And the occasional person along for the ride.
And maybe even a person of interest.
Daju korostu,
Flop it up with flop lead.
which they tell me translates to I give you scabies.
Oh. I don't think so.
Okay.
I decline this honor. Ah, hello, Xander. You're not getting in trouble today, boy, and that is good.
Oh, my.
Getting in trouble is bad.
Yeah, it depends what kind of trouble.
Well, when it's cats getting into trouble, it's bad. When has a cat ever gotten in trouble for the better?
I gotta think about this.
I mean, unless this was like, oh no, Kitty fell down the old well, oh hey, there's gold mines down here, we're rich. That's the only way I can think of it happening.
But nobody's ever done that for me.
Yeah, well. I'm just saying, it's like, it's not, if the cat's in trouble, it's always bad.
Oh, my. Where did I put... I do not see my chocolate bar.
Oh. Have you looked maybe for an alternative like a chocolate pub?
Actually, I found a chocolate watering hole.
A chocolate wine cellar?
Yes.
A chocolate coffee clatch?
Yeah.
What the frick is a clatch anyway?
I got stofle.
I mean, I get the impression it's like some sort of hole in the wall coffee joint where artists do really pretentious shit and like everyone expected to talk philosophy and stuff in a very hushed atmosphere. That was the impression I got.
Okay. Oxford says it is a social gathering, especially for coffee and conversation. So a coffee
So that's
clatch.
what I said.
Yeah, a coffee clatch is actually redundant.
No. Because coffee shops are sometimes just fucking Starbucks.
Now that would be interesting.
And I bet you could do a variation on it. I bet you there could be a tea clutch. I mean, I guess they call those tea houses, but whatever. Like, whatever.
Yep.
I mean, as if, like, really? I mean, yeah.
Ah.
God, I miss the 80s. I miss the 80s so much.
Is it coffee clutch or coffee clutch? Let's see.
It's got an A, not a U.
Hmm.
It doesn't have a U, huh?
It's a coffee
It's
cat.
a Mario.
Oh.
CLATCH.
I'm trying to remember what the heck song that was that I'd heard. What's the matter, you? Gotta no respect. Something, something else.
Oh. Well, sounding a little bit familiar to me. I know, like when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
There you go.
Mm.
Teddy Randazzo and Bobby Weinstein.
Sorry, say that again?
Teddy Randazzo and Bobby Weinstein
Did what?
did What's the Matter You?
Oh, that song you were talking about. I don't know nothing about nothing. That stuff you just said? Not a clue.
Released in 2012.
Wow, what did it do?
I'm not sure, but I guess it got time served in good behavior.
Wonder what good behavior even means.
He didn't kill anybody? I don't know.
I guess. I mean, I suppose it's not good behavior if you get into a fist fight. I do wonder sometimes, like how close to reality is what I've seen on TV and in movies. Probably not very, but for all I know, maybe it is. I am, of course, excluding comedies because I've seen a few take place in prison. I mean, not just the end of the Blues Brothers either. There's a James Belushi movie called Taking Care of Business that is him breaking out of prison to see the Cubs play the California Angels.
Oh, Moo.
Yeah, that's like the whole movie. But he bumps into Charles Grodin and ends up accidentally grabbing the dude's file of facts and starts impersonating him and screwing up his life while like he's trying to get like anyone to believe him about who he is. I mean, it was a very forgettable 90s movie, but I really liked it. It's got a pretty good cast too. I mean, it's got at least two members of Star Trek in there, and Hector Elizondo's in it. And Charles Grodin, pretty cool. I didn't know as many people knew him as well as I did until he died, and then like the '80s groups I was in just lit up with fans. And I mean, it's pretty good.
So he had battery powered fans.
What?
Well, they all lit up, right?
Uh,
Oh my.
I'm waiting for an apology.
Was I too good?
That's not the word I was going to use. In fact, I'm not sure any of the letters in that word are present in what I was going to say.
Oh my. I don't know. Kitty might be looking for an apology too.
Well,
Yeah, when she starts looking for an apology, you know it's bad.
I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn cat.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, somebody's
It's
falling
too
asleep.
early to be this tired. It's like six, like not even quarter after 6. Mind you, I know that a lot of it is just the weed. Indicas tend to put people to sleep, where sativas tend to make you a bit more active.
Hmm.
You know, I like the just sort of the calm body high of an indica. It's like it can transport you to some kind of, I don't want to say it transports you to another realm. It just sort of feels like you've morphed into another form. It's kind of cool. I mean, you know it's not real the whole time, but it kind of feels like it is.
Okay. Sort of like spirit science in the fourth dimension.
I don't know, but maybe.
Jordan believes everything.
Oh, is that a Jordan Peterson thing?
Jordan, Jordan Pierce.
Who the hell's that?
Spirit science.
Okay, we're going in circles.
Mm-hmm. He's
Is Spirit Science a YouTube channel?
Yep.
See, that's
Big.
the part you were supposed to say that would break us out of this loop of me asking you who.
He's a big, big woo peddler.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to woo peddlers.
Well, there are a couple people who have debunked him who did it very hilariously.
Okay.
Cool Heart Logic did it, for example. Mortimer 81.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Of those two, I know one of those two.
Mortimer's been doing it for 8 years.
And that's the one I know.
Okay.
But he actually did a video once. I don't think it came out quite as well as I was doing it. He wanted to make a blooper reel like I had done. And so, I inspired him a bit. What the
Okay.
hell? You stop fighting. Sorry, the kitties decided to have a bit of a disagreement.
That sounds like fun.
It wasn't. See, and part of the problem is that when they start thunking around, I mean, Xander's gotten heavy enough now, it feels like footsteps behind me. And while I'm not exactly prone to paranoia when I'm on weed, it's not like it doesn't happen a little. And so feeling phantom footsteps when I know the door didn't open is a little creepifying.
And just when you decide that it's the Xander kitty, that's when it's going to be an axe murderer coming up behind you, right?
Oh, but it was both kitties. If it was just Xander, I would have been like, oh. but both kitties were the ones that sounded like footsteps. It has to be both of them.
Okay.
I do call Bender my flop kitty because he does. Like, if I start petting him when he's on the floor, eventually he'll just keel over onto one side, and then he lets me pet him for a bit, and then he starts rolling around, and it's very cute, you know. But he's definitely a roll on the floor kitty. But before he's on the floor like that, he has to do the sideways flop, so he's my flop kitty.
Flippin', floppin'. Oh.
What?
Kitty cat, kitty cat. Flippin', floppin', kitty cat.
The hell?
A very bad parody of Ham and Eggs.
Oh. Okay. If you say so, is that a commercial?
That's Paula G is opening.
Oh, I knew it sounded familiar, but I couldn't. Okay. Yeah. I like I think it's his, I don't know if it's closing or one of his openings, but it's that sort of like Celtic music shit going on. I really like that one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, something about it. Like, I've told the story, parents, folk music, methinks that's why I like Irish drinking songs. You've heard it.
Indeed.
And so the Celtic music thing, I don't know, it's just,
Do 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 do.
I really like Scotland the Brave when it's played as metal.
Okay.
It's a good song in its own right, but when it's played as metal, it just sort of makes you want to throw up the horns and dance around.
Makes you want to throw up? What?
Throw up the horns, you silly muppet.
Okay. Just wondered. That's all. Flippin' floppin'.
Yeah. I need more jokes that start with, did you hear the one about?
Hmm. Did you hear the one about the atheist who couldn't tell a joke? I don't know.
Nah, I just don't have enough of those. Man, this shot has been taking forever to render.
It's gonna be poo poo, right?
No, it's gonna be pretty damn good. It's just, it's taking its sweet time.
You know. Going slow can be good too.
Not if it doesn't have to. Like, I can understand taking your time to get something, like, right. But, if you're just going slow or you're being artificially slowed, to what end? What has helped?
Mm-mm. Oh, it's not done too soon.
What does that mean?
It's not done too soon.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, elaborate there, Tex.
Not over too quickly.
Okay, not reword, elaborate.
I mean, you get time to savor the moment, you know.
Provide context.
Whatever it is you're doing, you're enjoying what you're doing, so you savor it.
Well, see, that's different. I was thinking more in like a work smarter, not harder context.
Moo, moo, moo. I'm making about as much sense as a dill pickle at this moment.
Um, that seems oddly specific.
Well, I mean, when was the last time dill pickle made sense in your perspective?
Well, it went rather well with that triple cheese pesto with pastrami sandwich they served at Lestat's. I mean, just on the side, it's pretty good.
Okay, moo, moo.
You know,
I almost walked into a Wendy's today.
what you just had your eyes, you were distracted. What?
Pretty much. No, the Wendy's was there, and I'm thinking, do I want a Wendy's burger? And I had to convince myself that I didn't.
Well, I've only ever had one Wendy's burger, and I was very, very unimpressed. So I've never been back. Like, I think the only thing that could get me to eat at a Wendy's is if it was the only option at the airport and I had a long wait for my connection.
Moo.
It's like seriously the only way you get me to eat Wendy's again. Hey, what the hell? The burgers are fucking square while still keeping the bun round. What the hell?
That's how you fit a square peg into a round hole.
Stupid. Like, seriously, the people who make Wendy's burgers are dumb. Well, no, not the people who make them, the people who design them. Let's make that distinction. Because, like, the people who actually work at the restaurant, I'm sure they're doing the best job they can. They're not the ones who made the burgers square and the buns round, so I can't blame them. It's those people at the ivory tower who designed it.
Ivory Tower is a different burger chain.
No, that's White Castle, you Nimrod.
Oh, okay, okay. Haven't been there in a long time.
I've actually never been to one.
They're not.
The closest I've been, they have like microwave sliders that you can buy at the supermarket in the freezer section. That's like it.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong, I do kind of like sliders. They're good, but I've only had a few opportunities to have those too.
Well, they're not bad as a cure for constipation.
Um, this is what I look like when I'm taking your word for it. Although, and I'm sure I've told this story before, but I'm also sure it's been ages. What I discovered as the best, well, most effective laxative ever is just in one sitting, just in rapid succession, eat 10 packets of Pop Rocks. I could have launched myself to the moon if there wasn't a roof above me.
Okay, then.
Yes. Does the term full evacuation mean anything to anybody?
I can't remember the last time I had Pop Rocks.
I can remember the last time I had, if not actually Pop Rocks equivalent. Because I was walking through the supermarket and there was like one of those little, the plastic thingies that hang off the edge of an aisle, right? And it had basically Kool-Aid brand Pop Rocks wannabes. So it's like Pop Rocks. It tastes like Kool-Aid, but it's not Pop Rocks brand. And I bought some of those because, well, I like them, and yeah. And that was very recent, less than a month.
And you made it into orbit.
No, because I didn't have 10 of them at once. The instant I was talking about was like 5 years ago.
Moo. That's interesting the way those things work.
What things?
The Pop Rocks.
Oh, I've never really looked into it.
I guess they make them under pressure and they're all full of high pressure carbon dioxide.
Oh. Well, the one that knocked me out until I figured out how they were doing it, which was really simple, it was like the first go, was the Pop Rocks that quote unquote magically turn into gum. Right? Now, what it is they just load a bunch of tiny gum particles in with the Pop Rocks, and so eventually it just wads together. So there's nothing magic about it at all, obviously. But at first, it didn't seem right because it didn't look like there was any gum in there, you know.
And
But
then
I figured it out because I'm smart.
moo.
Yep, sharp as a tack I am.
Oh my.
So, if they're fat, would you be asking how many angels could dance on the head of a thumbtack instead of a needle?
Hmm.
I don't know, that was a stupid thing to say, but it's what came to mind. I don't know.
And she complains about me.
Yeah, because you're not funny. I am.
Oh yeah, you're funny, but are you humorous? I don't know.
I am not a bone.
Ah, okay.
What? What? Of all people, you should have gotten that joke immediately.
Of course I did.
No, well, it took you a little while until you went, oh. I know it took you some thinking time.
Agfu. You know Agfu, right?
I hear you say it all the time.
That's because life is Agfu.
Sure.
Yep.
Is that anything like life ain't nothing but bitches and money?
What is it now? Life is shit when you look at it.
Oh, well, that's different. That's from Life of Brian.
Yes.
Always look on the bright side of life.
Que esta patranda ya carece.
That life's a piece of shit when you look at it. Life's a laugh and death's a joke, it's true. Yeah. That was a good movie. I like that movie. Because it's a good movie, you see.
Well, yeah, in order to be a good movie, it certainly must be a good movie.
Well, it was a good movie.
Because being a good movie is definitely a prerequisite of being a good movie.
Well, of all the good movies I've seen,
Would you say that one was the goodest?
No, no, but it was definitely one of them. Do you really not know my favorite movie?
Your favorite movie is, let's see, Gone with the Wind.
Oh, lightning.
Okay.
Slurp my butt.
Ooh, yum.
I don't think so. No, you don't know my favorite movie, do you?
Oh, let's see. Flash Gordon.
No, and I've never even seen that one, and you know it. I've said it many times.
That's why I said it.
So the answer is you don't know my favorite movie, correct?
Correct.
Okay, my favorite movie is Tron.
Moo.
Yeah. How can anyone not know that? I mean, like, really? Shaw?
Tron 2, right?
No! I will light you on fire. Not in that good way. I mean, immolation, like, oh my gosh, we found a witch, may we burn her way.
It was a fair cop. There are actually 3 people putting up with this stuff. I'm amazed.
Why?
I don't know.
Are you trying to atone for something and putting yourself through torment?
Yeah.
That's one thing I've never really understood is just like these people who are willing to make themselves miserable in the name of this invisible creature.
Oh, you mean
I
like...
was watching an episode of House the other day, and like their patient was this woman who was like thinking about taking her vows into some weird, fucked up Catholic order where, like, for the rest of their lives, they're not allowed to touch another human being. They spend 14 hours a day doing nothing but praying, and that's the rest of their life. The one time they have a go round on this stupid planet, that's how they're gonna spend it. What the hell? You know, all to prove a point that like they know their God, like that's how much they're willing to make themselves miserable for their God's benefit. It's so fucked up.
Well, all you had to say was Catholic. Yeah, that says it right
But
there.
still, I mean, Catholic or not, so many religions, so many different sects and flavors of one religion or another have these weird rules that always seem to result in your life getting worse in the name of this God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're really good at that.
It's so screwy.
You haven't run into Opus Dei, have you?
I know Opus the Penguin.
Oh, Opus Dei is a really hyper Catholic order. They're weird.
Okay.
Yeah. Self-flagellation and all this other happy shit.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I really, really don't. It's like it's like someone turned frat hazing up to 11.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like you know, there's those guys. For some reason, I think it's mostly like from Central America, where some of them will no shit have themselves crucified every year.
Yes. Yeah. Those people.
What the hell? I mean, the stuff these people are willing to endure for something they don't even know is real. And they'll say they know when all they have is feelings.
Nothing more than feeling.
Seriously, though, it's so screwed up. mean, I would not want to look back on my life and think, wow, what the hell did I spend my time on? I mean, I do that enough already. I wouldn't want to have to make some fucked up mistake where, like, the rest of my life I do nothing but, like, sit on my knees and whisper slogans to myself.
Hmm.
That just seems so fucked up. I don't know. Am I the weird one here?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just saying, it's like, it's weird. It's very strange. Isn't it?
Oh, it all is. Very few things do I not try to deal with, and that's one of them.
Hmm. Okay.
Oh, it's boofo and it's beefy.
Uh, man, I haven't really had a proper dinner yet. I was munching on this sort of like trail mixy stuff, and I really should have a real dinner.
Trail mix is good for food.
Yeah, but it's not exactly a meal.
Well, trail mix and garlic.
I don't have any.
And ketchup.
Don't have any of that either.
Oh,
Although, you know what I really should get is some of those instant mashed potatoes. You know, the ones that come in a box and they look like laundry detergent, but you add boiling water to them and all of a sudden it's mashed potatoes?
yeah. You could even get them in little bags, single servings.
Oh, I never saw that.
Yeah,
Cool.
like maybe
Well, but yeah, so like that's a pretty cheap and decent meal.
80 cents for a bag of potatoes, and you put the water in them and you eat them, and that is your meal.
Also, it's just fun to say potato.
Dato ko siya tayo kanina.
Yeah. And I'm not sure where the hell I got mashed potatoes from, but I've been saying that one. Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe even since high school.
Mashed potatoes.
Yeah,
Okay.
mashed potatoes are mashed potatoes. Somehow. You don't believe me, do
With
you?
garlic.
Well, I like garlic in my mashed potatoes, yes. But all I have right now is some really old garlic powder.
Oh,
I,
you're
I,
no
should, I should
fun.
get like fresh garlic.
Yes.
Because I like fresh garlic.
3 heads of garlic, 1 red potato. That's a meal.
It's just, I'll think about it. But I don't, I was talking about getting the instant potatoes though, so I'm not getting one red potato.
So, 1/16 of a bag of potato flakes.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Divide a bag of potato flakes into 16 portions. Have one of those portions with 3 heads of garlic.
Why 16?
Because it's a nice even number.
Well, I like even numbers, but it seems oddly specific, and I've said that twice tonight. Stop making me say it.
Well, you could divide it into 71 portions.
I'm sure I have that ability, but I do not desire this task. I think you just don't know how to cook.
Try me.
Alright, alright. I'm sure I could come up with something you could never cook.
Oh my.
What?
Oh my. Well, what I is going to do is first opportunity is go into the defriginator and get that artichoke out
Hmm,
and make the artichoke.
I got it. You could never, ever, ever make roast kefna.
Roast kefna.
Kethna. Kefna.
Kefna.
Yeah.
I got to find what is this thing.
Well, it doesn't exist. It's from a fictional universe. That's why you can't make it. You see.
Well, then all I have to do is invent it.
No. Although, actually, I think someone did put out a Dragarin cookbook at some point, so maybe there's a way to make it, but you'd have to substitute, like, non fictional ingredients. So it's not really the same. Like, someone figured out a clava recipe, which would be a lot easier than any of the meats. Because clava is a drink, it's sort of like coffee, but better somehow.
Prava?
No, clava. Klava. Clava.
See if anybody says anything about it. Ah! 1 cup of water, 2 pounds of Turkish coffee grounds, pinch of cinnamon, tablespoon of honey, and cream to taste.
Well, that doesn't sound horrible. All right. How about gach? Can you make some gach?
What is that, a Klingon delicacy?
It is. Yeah, it's worms.
Oh, yum!
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. One of these days I really should try kreplach.
Oh, okay.
They actually sell it at the supermarket. They want like $10 for 10 dumplings. I'm like, maybe if someday I just have like way too much money and $10 to spare, but not today.
Okay, so basically kosher ravioli.
More or less. Although it looks more like oh, what's the one in there? There's like a pastry that folds over into a triangle. I'm blanking on it. Like a blintz, maybe? I don't know. Or a crumpet. Or a scone, maybe. It's probably one of those that I'm thinking of.
Moo.
Man. Ever called milk moo juice?
Say again?
Did you ever call milk moo juice?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Also, essence of cow.
That one I've never heard. Till now.
And someone may actually have used moo juice as a brand name for their dairy products.
It wouldn't shock me. I sometimes wonder about copyright and trademark and like what if two people come up with the same thing like clear across the country? No way they could possibly have known that they both came up with the same like name for whatever it is. You know, who gets it? Like if one of them becomes a massive chain, but the other one had the name first, would the massive chain have to change? And I mean, that would be such an undertaking. Maybe they'd just have to pay a settlement to the people who had the successful claim and tough shit. You know, I mean, who knows? I don't know how those things work. I'm curious. Like I know just enough to be really annoying when I talk about it with people who know what they're talking about. If that makes sense.
That makes moo.
Yeah, that doesn't answer my question.
Oh my. Okay. So Pillsbury put out a milkshake mix that they called Moo Juice.
Oh.
10 cents for a packet. Gives you an
You
idea.
know, well, they came out with like they were trying to make yogurt cool for kids, you know. So they put like a kid skateboarding on the packaging and all this stuff, you know. And they decided that the best thing they could come up with was go dirt. You know, now maybe it's just me, but dirt sounds like you're retching. It sounds like you're about to vomit. You know, dirt, right? I'm thinking, why not like Yogo instead of Go Dirt? You know? Maybe I'm the weird one on this, but I just think it makes more sense to not have that sound as something you're supposed to be eating. You know, dirt. You know? Am I alone on this?
Moo.
That's not an answer either.
Well, that's interesting in its own right.
Says you.
Hmm.
Blah,
Yeah.
blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Life would just be so much easier for everybody if all of you could accept that it's your fault. Then we can just move on.
Moo.
Yeah. It's a very simple solution, you know, take all of the blame and then we're good.
Okay, thank you,
Wouldn't it be wacky if I actually thought that?
I thought you did, but that's beside the point.
No, I don't. Gee, what kind of evil monster do you think I am?
Yes.
Now you use a yes or a no. What's wrong with you? Did you not learn how to communicate in school? Then why am I doing this in a really bad fakey accent?
I don't know, but there it is.
Hey, yeah, right. Fragile.
Must be Italian.
You know, they did that joke in the movie. You ever see Hoodwinked? Of course you didn't. But at one point, they like some of the characters were looking, and they found some explosives, and one of them points at the crate that everything's in, and goes, dinamite, must be Italian.
Okay, then.
Is it? Because it said dynamite. So yeah.
And then we have a kitty who wants my attention.
You know, it's weird because, like, every time I give someone my attention, it grows back. It's weird, you know? It's like I have an inexhaustible supply, and yet I don't because I get exhausted after a while.
Moo.
Hmm.
Oh my.
Dang, I forgot to say something, and then the moment is past and it wouldn't be funny anymore. Oh well.
You were going to say moo.
It's not even my joke anyway. I shouldn't say it. Like, I shouldn't steal someone else's funny.
You were going to steal the kitty's funny.
I don't even want to know what that means.
You gonna tell the Kate what that means?
I don't know.
What? Kitty doesn't know what it means either.
What was that?
Kitty doesn't know what it means either.
Oh. Maybe it's, I don't know.
Meow, 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 meow.
And Paul, I don't know. You're gonna say Mao.
And it's so really, really, really moo.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um,
yes, dear.
we have a shit to talk about again.
For all I know.
I mean, granted, I'm 3 sheets to the wind at this point, but although maybe I'm not if I'm lucid enough to know what 3 sheets to the wind fucking means.
I want to know where it came from.
Oh, I'm sure it's a sailing thing. Like it's probably the wind picked up too much, so we had to cut one of the sails loose because we couldn't get it down in time, and we had to cut 3 of them because of the storm, and now we're 3 sheets to the wind because we're lost and our sheets are just flapping in the breeze. I bet that's it.
Pretty much.
Yeah. See, even stoned I'm smart. I don't know.
Flapping sheets and drunken windmills.
Huh.
And here's the other one. Where does the expression drunk as a skunk come from?
Just it's alliterative. Or rhymes, not alliterative, it rhymes. And I'm sure that drunks are stinky.
Yeah, they don't smell like roses.
Yeah. Oh, I like cheese.
You like cheeses?
No,
No?
I don't like contradiction.
Moo.
Nuh-uh.
And here's a tail.
Of a fateful ship?
Yes.
Of a lovely lady?
Of a cat.
No, wait, that's a story, not a tale. That is a very lava funk. And you can take that to the bank. If you want to. It's not an obligation.
Depends on the interest rate.
I don't think it's that interesting.
Moo. It's a story of a lovely kitty. What?
I just yawned.
Yes, you did.
It was yawny.
There was a kitty in the kitty cat.
Is anyone even watching this shit still?
Oh, what do we have here? It says 3 watching. Probably 3 people have it turned on and are paying absolutely no attention to us.
No one's commented for like an hour.
Yeah, moo.
And you know, it's gotten old. I can't blame Trump anymore.
Yeah.
Man, that was such an easy scapegoat. Now, like, I don't have a clear like this is who we can heap our misery onto. I guess I can still say it's Shatner's fault, but they're not gonna bring him back from space, are they?
Probably.
I just, I don't know. Here's hoping that the G forces are too much and his 90-year-old ticker can't take it. I already had like which there was an astronaut or maybe it was Chuck Yeager, I forget, but there was someone really freaking old and decided, hey, I'm going to space one last time, and they took him up.
You're not talking about John Glenn, are you?
Maybe, I don't know.
He was in his 70s.
Hmm. Yeah, well, anyway, I hope that all goes well. Yes, that's exactly what I wish. Yeah. In case it didn't come through, that was evil, and I was lying.
Moo.
Ah, buddy, enough from nothing, you bastard.
It is Outfoo. I'm Biggie Boo Goo. And I it's a really, really for a poo.
I still say that you need to order a poo-poo platter.
Yay.
Just so you get some of your own medicine.
That's recycling taken to the extreme.
What?
Yeah, that's recycling taken to the extreme.
Okay, if you say so.
Mr. Poo Poo in the poo poo platter. And it is a really, really for a poo.
Uh, you know I'm here for free, right?
You're going to start charging, right?
I'm just saying.
Oh, Dayukorostu.
I really do have to ponder dinner, though. Maybe
Yeah.
hell, I could do something quick because I'm still stoned and just have like a bowl of sorrel, or I can make some pasta or some ramen or something. I still have some of that ground turkey. I could make something out of that.
You could have some pasta cereal with turkey.
You know what's kind of weird is they put out a roast beef flavor ramen.
Why?
Uh, I mean, every year they come out with like a turkey dinner everything. Like whatever kind of insta meal might exist, they'll make a turkey dinner flavor out of it. Kind of like every pastry and coffee and everything has pumpkin spice in it till after December.
Yeesh. You can have all the
So
pumpkin spice, thank you.
yeah, I mean, it's interesting some of the flavors they've got. The chili ramen are actually pretty good, nice and spicy. You know. Like one thing I always noticed is like store brands usually, at least in the past, they'd say something was hot and it was like the most mild shit ever, you know? And now they seem to be marketing the hot and spicy where it actually is hot and spicy.
Well, that sounds yummy and tasty then.
It is, I like it. I don't know, like, what other flavors could they come up with, I guess. I do think it's kind of silly that they decided to take the, like, I think they went from Oriental to Asian. I'm not sure. They might have not stopped at Asian, and they renamed it soy sauce flavor, which it really isn't.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to get into the whether or not to use Asian or Oriental argument. It's not worth it. Like I'm just gonna go with Asian because it's the one that won't piss anybody off, and it doesn't take any effort. So fuck it. You know.
Moo. I don't know.
I mean, let's put it this way. I was, and I know somebody disagreed with me on this, but I was raised where using Oriental was not in any way an insult. It wasn't a slur in any fashion. And so I was in the habit, and now I'm out of the habit because apparently it makes people grouchy, and I don't want to make people grouchy. I like like being nice to people. So, like I said, it's no effort to change that habit, and I did, and the world is a better place for it.
Being nice to people doesn't sound like fun.
Sometimes it gets in the way of fun, I will admit, but other times it's well, it makes life easier for some folks.
And don't forget to include trigger warnings.
Hmm. I really would like a word that means what most of us mean when we use the word triggered, that didn't piss off the folks who think that word belongs to them, which frankly it doesn't. But whatever, it's a point of contention. So I wish there was something where it was like, oh, really set you off, really got your goat, really something you, where triggered would go, verbed you in some fashion. I don't think we have that, really. Like it's not just pissed someone off, it's hit them in a sore spot that made them react like perhaps out of proportion. But it's not necessarily like a PTSD thing. It could just be they're kind of picky. You know what I mean?
Okay then.
We don't have a word for that. I mean, I guess the closest we have is bullied.
Okay.
I don't know. I love being able to de-ambiguify speech so that meaning comes through without like too terribly much effort, without having to necessarily pick your words with care to make sure that you're not going to say something that can be taken wrong. Because let's face it, have you ever had that conversation where someone took you wrong, and no matter how many times you explain that's not what I meant, that's not what I meant, they just cling to that mistaken interpretation, just like it's a life preserver, and nothing you can do will shake them loose of it. And so everything that, like every reply, is filtered through the lens of this distorted view of your position, and you never get anywhere with them, and it's frustrating everyone involved. Did I confuse you?
I'm always confused.
No, but have you had that conversation?
Not this last week, but yeah, I suppose I have.
Well, it's a source of great frustration for me.
It's all very moo. It's all very moo.
Sometimes, damn it, it's lambda.
Okay.
That seemed to take you a second.
Just a second.
Longer than it ought to have.
Yes.
I'm just saying. You're not going Biden on us, are you?
I like arguing, I like food. I like the poo-poo from me and it is from you. I don't know.
You ever watch South Park? I mean, I haven't since like the 90s, but you ever watch South Park?
I haven't watched it in years.
Well, I have a feeling, just suspecting your favorite character was Mr. Ranky.
Howdy ho!
I'm just saying, the way you talk about it. Borderline fetish, I'm just saying.
Well, no, Mage was doing a Java Jive parody here.
Okay.
Og and the Foo and the Poo Poo too. I do.
Well, and that's another one, because the OGG is a file format for audio.
That's Og. That's not Og.
Read what Mage said. OGG. That's the extension for OGG.
Yeah, and that's the Poo Poo. That's not the good thing. No, we're talking about the Og and the Foo. Not the Og and the
So you're
Foo.
saying like those are the same thing.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
One is OGG and the other one is AG.
Yeah, but they're clearly pronounced the same.
No, they're not. One is
Yeah.
Og. One is Og. The other one is Og.
Distinction without a difference.
I love kitty. I love cat. I love the kitty who is not so fat.
Wow.
No.
Way to body shame your cat. Weirdo. Man, more and more ramen noodles is sounding good.
Ramen with garlic and peanut butter.
It is weird to think like ramen noodles. Ooh, like looking forward to eating styrofoam worms. Is that weird?
It's tasty.
That wasn't what I asked you.
It's not weird. It's tasty and it's yummy and it's nutritious and it's delicious and it's all full of vitamins and minerals.
Is it the fog and the ooh?
Yes.
Why?
It is fog and it is ooh. It is so really, really full of poo.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to not allow it.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but you've earned yourself too many penalties.
No handing out red cards.
I'm not handing out cards. This isn't soccer. Your penalties are like yardage and shit. What are you thinking here? I'm not British. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Neither am I am Agish. Or is it foolish?
Definitely foolish.
Okay.
Friday S. Max is claiming that it's going to be another 35 minutes till this thing's fully rendered. I think perhaps I'll turn into a pumpkin after that, because then I can add it to the thingamadooter and yeah.
And you can og the foo.
I can look at the next, like how long the next shot for Quinn Redshift has to be.
Oh, 6 weeks.
No, it's gonna be like 2, 3 seconds. Jeez.
Sure it's not 8 weeks?
Okay, we're not discussing a new abortion law, you schmendrick.
Testi Petrodopol Kelly.
Maybe 9.5 weeks. No, maybe yeah. It'll take tomorrow, maybe less. In fact, definitely less. It's a very simple shot.
Simple. Oh, just straight bourbon. No?
Well, I don't do anything straight, and I don't like bourbon, so. Now, if you have any dyke rum,
There
I'm all
we
about
go.
it. Davis and Captain Morgan, who says that the captain has to be a fella. You ever see Cutthroat Island?
Take a guess.
Right. Well, it came out on that like wave of pirate movies that sort of surrounded the Pirates of the Caribbean, right? And it had Matthew Modine and Gina Davis as this like pirate captain lady, and she did a pretty good job with it. I mean, the movie was pure ass cheese. You can only watch it if you're willing to not expect slavish adherence to realism. If you do that, if you just take it as what it is, it's a very fun movie. But you do have to suspend that disbelief a bit. Um, but my point is that a pirate captain like Gina Davis died. Yeah, okay. Yes, please.
Daju Gorostu.
Just saying.
And as Stool said about an hour and a half ago, oh, smell of puppies.
What?
That's what Stool said.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out what he meant by it. Then again, why am I expecting anything like rational communication out of Stool?
Get less of that out of Stool than you get out of me.
That's what it looks like he said it like an hour and a half ago.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's hardly relevant now. He's probably not even watching us anymore.
Right, that's why I brought it up.
Oh, so it's okay. He's gone. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moo.
So, like, Stool. What's that about?
Stool's being Stool.
Like, I don't know how to be a catty bitch when, well, I'm not sure it's possible to hurt Stool.
I've never tried.
Well, neither have I, but I just suspect he hasn't shown us his actual vulnerable places yet. Not that I would use that information against him. I'm just saying that if I ever managed to truly cut the man, I think it would be by accident. Or am I not making any sense?
$1 or two.
See, It seems like you're trying to angle for my job as Queen of the Dead jokes, but you're not even the French taunter.
You silly English food trough whopper.
With their knees bent, running around behavior. I fought in your general direction. Anyway. Call your door opening request a silly thing. I gotta watch that again. It's been a long time.
Man, it's been a lonely time. It's got
a
it
good movie.
got it around here somewhere, and I just haven't watched it in a long time.
Last I checked, it was still on Netflix. I haven't looked in a while though. Let's see. Monty. Ah, yeah, there they are. They're on Netflix. What? Why are you so silent?
Moo!
Oh, this is weird. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to talk or if you're just, like, thinking and I should be more patient. Butterpad head.
Ah, that's a nice one. I'll have to write that down.
I stole it from Red Dwarf.
Okay. Gotta pull that down one day and watch that again. It's been a long time.
What, Red Dwarf?
Yeah.
Got that one on disc too. It disappoints me that it hasn't actually been on a streaming service in ages. Or at least not any of the ones I have. Apparently you can get it on BritBox, but I've already got 3 or 4 of the fuckers. I don't want to get yet another.
Moo.
Sand squirrel. Yes, why do we keep going through this?
Because it is the Ogfu.
Ay. So, you should watch Babylon 5.
Someday.
Oh, yeah, someday. Come on, watch it now.
I forget where it is.
Earth, silly. Unless you mean the station, in which case it's in orbit around Epsilon 3.
Moo.
I believe, where was I streaming it? I think it was on Amazon. Let me see here. Ah! Stupid microphone being in my way. Babylon 5. I guess not. Maybe it was on the Hulus? Oh yeah, I was watching Dharma and Greg. That's a fun one. You ever see Dharma and Greg?
I've heard of it.
Do you know the premise?
No.
Oh, it's cool. Hippie chick meets like high society elite lawyer dude. They fall in love, get married, and obviously cultures clash when the parents meet.
Dobrojnie.
Yeah. Huh. I don't know where I saw the Babylon 5, was it on? It wouldn't be on Netflix. I don't know. I don't know where I was watching it. Dang it. Oh well, no biggie. Maybe like if I ever have a bunch of extra cash, I'll send you the freaking thing on disc. But you gotta promise me if I do that, you'll watch it.
I can get around to that.
Although I won't hold you to watching season 5, that season's awful. Just, I will hold you to watching the very last episode of season 5. Trust me, that last episode's important, but the rest of the season. It was just that bad. And I'm pretty sure you've been told the story why already.
Moo.
Okay, really, I'm gonna get that popsicle.
Okay, that sounds like fun. And I'm probably going to have to think about slipping away into La La Land.
Okay, so I have a great popsicle and you don't.
No.
Nah. It's funny, people say you're getting old when you go oomph when you stand up from a chair. I've always gone oomph when I land butt first on one. I think it's a different kind of oomph.
Well, it's an oomph followed by a couple of bounces.
Yes, but in a different place.
Yes, yeah.
Hmm. Man, we are out of shit to talk about, huh?
Oh, Moo. Well, we've only been at it for what? 3.5 hours. That's not bad.
What was that all?
Yeah.
I mean, we've certainly gone longer than that.
Well, not today yet. We've only gone this long today.
True. But in the past, we have gone longer than we've gone today.
We've gone, yeah, odd 14 hours.
Hmm.
Or 100 odd foo hours.
And 1.5 million hours.
Yes, yeah. And a cat.
Now, if I say 1.5 million, how much was that?
Well, it could be 1.5 million,
Mm-hmm.
or it could be 1 million plus 1/2.
Plus 50 cents.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I tend to interpret it the latter.
So, a ladder and a half.
You're not funny.
Meow.
Mm. Damn, this popsicle's good. And one thing I've noticed with the weed is that it has a tendency to enhance physical sensations, and so stuff that tastes good tastes better.
So stuff that tastes worse tastes even worse.
No, if I can help it. By which I mean I do not intend to find out.
So no yogurt and pickles.
I'm not pregnant. It is always fun explaining to the nurses why there's no chance of pregnancy. They always ask. And I'm like, okay, lesbian over here has the best form of birth control.
Yeah, it definitely works.
I mean, I suppose there's ways that that would be like not a thing, that wouldn't actually be effective birth control, but I'm not call those outliers.
Mmm. Moo.
Yeah. Um, you know, I forget if I mentioned this or not. Like on Sunday, I watched Sky Captain of the World of Tomorrow again. That's a great movie.
I know you did mention it.
Mm. Um, it has one of the most epic theme songs ever. Mm.
What? Something like da 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 da.
I mean, significantly better than that. If nothing else, it's much faster paced.
Moo. I love Aunt Fu. I love Moo. It's a
Does
really.
Jeff Bezos have kids?
Which one of them has a kid with a name like a serial number?
Elon Musk.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering, because if his rocket blows up with him on it, what kind of chaos will ensue?
Okay, so Amazon's Jeff Bezos and his ex-wife, novelist Mackenzie Scott, share 4 children, 3 sons and
Now
1
so.
daughter. Yaga de Pestaya.
Hmm. Well, I mean, I'm sure they all inherit. It makes me wonder, like, what happens to Amazon?
All sorts of horrible things, I'm assuming. Second generation mismanagement.
Hmm.
And then there's this cat.
It's interesting how many, like, kids of elites end up royally fucking over what their parents built.
Uh huh.
Kind of makes me wonder, like, what, what. I mean, I wonder how many of them were just groomed to be like daddy's successor, and how many of them were allowed to just follow their own path and do what they wanted to do with their lives. Like, not just Jeff Bezos, all of these rich fuckers.
It's just unfortunate that too many of them are probably shoved down a path.
Wonder what it would be like though to have a father so rich that you could go up to him and say, "Dad, I have an idea for a movie. I need $300 million," and he might say yes. I
Yeah.
mean, I, I if I had had that opportunity, my goodness. Okay, are you doing that on purpose now?
I'm just thinking how, yeah, you could be so rich that your kid comes to you and asks for money, totally squanders it, and you don't miss it.
Well, one thing I do wonder though is how many of those children of rich motherfuckers actually have some sort of talent, are actually kind of good at what they're doing. I like, because we always assume they're going to be fuck ups. We always assume they're going to be Hunter Biden or Trump or anything like that. But I'm sure some of them actually go and do a good job. They can't all just be spoiled know nothings, can they?
Well, it's not that difficult to be a spoiled know nothing.
That wasn't the question. They can't all be. There's got to be some who have the talent and the will and the desire and the drive to step into daddy's shoes. And the
Hmm.
skill to do it well.
Yeah, that last part's important.
Well, it is, but I'm just saying is that like our preconception seems to be that it'll always be a dumbass who can't manage the business at all. Someone who's been on a bender their entire life because they never had to get a job. That's always what we picture. But a lot of those people send their kids to like these prestigious universities and crap, and it's like, well, uh, they learn all the business administration stuff at Ivy League schools, and I'm sure some of them are actually trained for that life, that world. Don't you think?
Well, I suppose the attempt can be made. Some of them it might take. I can't think of anybody offhand who's really fulfilled the expectation.
Bruce Wayne.
There we go.
And I'm sure I've mentioned it before, when you look at the gigantic fortresses that are built by the bad guys, it's like, if you had the money to construct that, what do you need to be a bad guy for? You could be living the life if you were able to construct that fortress, the one on the volcano or underwater, you know?
Well, maybe they is the bad guy because they needed the money for the fortress.
But they don't need the fortress if they have the money.
But they needed to be the bad guy to get the money.
But then they don't have a fortress.
Mm-hmm.
And what good is a bad guy without a fortress?
I suppose every bad guy had to start out in his parents' garage at one point or another, right?
No, some of them are actually like from old money and shit. I mean, look at what's his face, Osborn there in the Spider-Man universe. Those guys were rich. Harry Osborn, that was it. His dad became Doctor Octopus, and then he like did something I forget. He became a bad guy, and he was from old money.
Moo.
You seem surprised I know things.
I wasn't gonna say it.
I know things and stuff. I know.
Tough and stings.
Hmm. Well, you can't just steal stuff to build the fortress. Everyone will know where you are while you're building it. You have to buy it and be discreet. Silly person. It's Tuesday.
Yes.
I don't have anything to do on Tuesdays except for this. Well, I have work on Quinn Redshift, but that was a given.
And Og the Foo.
Ay. Even the faintest conception of how old that's gotten.
It's got hair in its ears.
Uh huh. And its hip is broken, yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that's all that will be broken.
Oh boy.
Your will to live, for example.
Og Foo, Og Foo, Og Foo, Og Foo, Og Foo.
You are lucky I haven't yet constructed my orbital strike lasers.
Oh boy, that sounds like fun.
Well, not when they're aimed at your noggin.
Will they leave a smoke trail?
The lasers?
Yes.
No, there's no smoke with lasers unless they hit something solid. They might leave like ionized gas behind them. I mean, let's face it, with a laser that hot, there's gonna be steam. Isn't there?
Could be, could be.
If it has to punch through a cloud, imagine. I mean, I guess some places, like when it rains, it must be so warm that the rain, when it hits you, is like hot. Like it's not regular rain because it's not cold. Because it's that warm where you are.
Okay.
I'm sure that must exist in some place.
On this quiet earth.
Okay.
Fun film, by the way.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I mean, I like post-apocalypse movies, but I kind of like them a little more Mad Maxy than that. Let me guess, you've never seen The Road Warrior.
I'm trying to remember if I've seen it or not. I'm pretty sure I've seen the second one, but I'm not sure I've seen the
That
first
is
one.
the second one. The Road Warrior is the second one.
Okay, which one is the first one then?
Mad Max.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. Okay.
Mad Max, the Road Warrior. In other places besides the U.S., they call the Road Warrior Mad Max too. You know, like freaking barbarians. And then the third one is Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, and the less said about the fourth one, the better.
Testi petranda pel caliche.
Yeah. Although I will say that the video game that they made out of the fourth one is actually a lot of fun. Okay, they're past. They didn't find me.
Ah.
Yeah.
So the radioactive tracer isn't working yet.
Yeah, my 5G hasn't activated. I feel left out.
Well, that's me. I didn't get any of those chips in that vaccine.
Yeah, I didn't even get bread.
Mine.
I have to say that, like, Italian bread plus like olive oil and garlic is just delectable. You know?
Moo.
Shoe pork, yes.
Garlic and peanut butter and olive oil.
Always with the peanut butter with you. What is this obsession? It's almost like stooling his butter churns.
Yeah. Mermaids and peanut butter.
What?
Mermaids and peanut butter.
Oh, yeah. Weirdo.
Mm.
So, anyway,
Yes, sir.
what you thinking?
I was thinking I is really full of poo. Really full of
Remind me
poo.
to not ask again. Merciful Zeus, what am I doing? I should know better by now, huh?
Moo.
I don't know. I should know better. And I still haven't had food yet. Like, not real food. Yet.
You could have, what could you have?
I don't know. Roast suckling toddler.
And garlic and peanut butter.
Ugh. How about, I don't know, teriyaki and snake venom?
And peanut butter.
With blackjack and hookers.
Yes.
In fact, forget the blackjack. Oh, look at you, Xander. Sitting on the chair. The chair that I'm not in. He does like, oh, hey, look at you sitting on my lap now. Scared me when you jumped on my lap, but I'm glad you're here because you're a cute and soft little kettle kitty.
With peanut butter.
Yes, you are. Oh. He, for some reason, needs to be reassured on like an hourly basis that he is indeed a cat. Aren't you? Yes, you are. You are indeed a cat. It's true.
Would it help to spread him with peanut butter?
No.
No?
No, in fact, I think that would make matters much worse.
And garlic?
No, you wouldn't like that either. Poor the kitty. Poor the kitty. Oh, you
Oh,
can
look,
send
cola
that.
flavored rummy gummies.
Huh. I've made rummy bears, but oh yeah, they have gummies that are in the shape of little bottles and they're cola flavored. That must be what we're talking about. Except I think they're root beer flavored. I don't know. It could be either. Doesn't matter. That does sound good though, soaking those in rum.
And peanut butter.
Peanut butter, and jelly. Peanut butter,
You do
and
know that
jelly.
song, right?
Oh, my parents made me hear it a long ass time ago. I don't remember anything other than what I just did.
Oh, well, I went to a dinner and what did they eat? Peanut butter. Well, I took a big bite and it stuck to my teeth.
Yeah. I don't think I've heard anything more than just the peanut butter and jelly.
Well, the jelly didn't come in the version I heard.
Well, the version I heard.
Well, the version I heard was 1961.
Wow, so you were what, like just graduating college?
It was somewhere in my 90s.
Yeah, okay. Um, Jeepers, what are we on now? Oh, it's like either the last frame or the next to last frame. It is the last frame, and then I can splice it into the thingy with the editing program, and then I go eat, which unfortunately does mean dislodging the kitty,
Oh,
but it's over. That definitely over. So I load up the program. Ye old program.
with the peanut butter and the garlic.
Yeah, garlic eyes, the flavor with the peanut butter. Come on, load, you bastard. Find you and light you on fire.
Oh, yay.
You always seem to think that's a good thing. I mean, have you ever had third-degree burns?
Yeah, actually, I have.
Well, imagine that all over.
Oh, man. Have you ever had fourth degree burns?
I've had 87th degree burns. I'm just a burn mistress. What's the feminine? A master?
I never knew that there were fourth degree burns until recently.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Those get deleted. There. Okay, I gotta go.
Well, you have differences with the peanut butter and the garlic
Yarp,
and the cat.
yarp.
Yeah.
Bye with the bye bye.
Take care, honey. Oh, and to those of you who are still hanging around, I'll tell you what. Want to thank everybody who's here, and want to thank everybody who's not here, and slowly bring this to a close because it's coming down to the end of the day, and time to drift off into foo-foo land. That'll be good. So, yes, you guys keep me going. You really do. Thank you. I want to thank every one of you. And good stuff and good things, and geez, stay away from those 69th degree burns. Oh my. But in the meantime, really and truly, thank you, everybody. Thank you many much. And, okay. Thanks a lot, troops. See you on the other side.